local communities and their families. From providing quality competitive jobs to being an active partner in our local communities. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Passion for people and supporting local families by bringing Earth's resources to life.
For 18 years, Miles CPA has been your trusted partner in Star Valley, blending experience and expertise to support our community's financial needs. With a combined 75 years of experience, our dedicated team includes 3 skilled CPAs, along with 3 specialized bookkeepers. We're thrilled to welcome Amanda Wilford, our newest CPA, to the Miles CPA family. Together, we offer unmatched services in bookkeeping, payroll, business consulting, and tax preparation. Your financial success is our priority. Miles CPA, always a strong supporter of Star Valley Braves sports and activities. Go Braves!
This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff on the SVI Sports Network. It's time for today's Senior Spotlight, presented by Schwab Mortuary in Afton and online at schwabmortuary.com.
Senior Spotlight on the SVI Sports Network with Star Valley senior Jaden Coons. Jaden, off to a great start this season. Touchdowns almost every game, it feels like, for you guys getting the end zone. Tell us what you've enjoyed so far on this season for the Braves.
Honestly, I just love being out there with my boys. It's almost all of us seniors out there. Almost every position is a senior. It's just nice to run it back one more year with my boys.
Of course, you guys get the win against Jackson. You beat the rival on their field. What was that like for you guys?
It was amazing. I didn't get to play against them last year, so it felt really nice to finally play them since sophomore year. Again, as seniors, it's a nice way to get there.
You guys have Powell, the big Hart County road trip this time around. What are you guys working on this week in practice to get ready for the Panthers?
Just kind of some assignment alignment stuff. Do your job. You don't want to over-prepare, don't want to under-prepare though. So I think what we're doing is good. We're just trying to make sure we're in the right spots, doing the right things at the right time.
Of course, you guys go to Park County, whether it's Cody or Powell, every year. What's that bus ride like? I mean, you guys are on the bus for a long time when you head up there.
Usually it's like 3 hours of sleep and then 3 hours of messing around. One of the two. Whatever comes first, but it's one of those.
Perfect. Jaden Coons, our senior spotlight here on SVI. When you're not playing football, Jaden, what do you like to do?
It's a good question.
What else is there, right?
Yeah, what else do I do in Star Valley? I usually just hang out with my friends, but that's about it.
Okay. Do you have a favorite movie?
We watched this movie in sports psychology. I think it's called Free Solo. I actually like that one a lot.
Nice. How about favorite breakfast cereal?
Real Fruity Pebbles, so smack.
Nice. Any plans right now after high school?
I want to play college football, but if that doesn't work out, then we're just going to enlist, go to the Army.
Okay. If you could pick a college right now, where would you go?
Like dream college?
Yeah.
Virginia Tech.
Okay. Why Virginia Tech? That's not very close to here.
Enter Sandman. That's all I got to say.
Nice. Jaden Coons, our senior spotlight. It's all part of the SVI Sports Network.
18-year-old boy who has grown up as part of our Park County community.
Jaden Coons, our senior spotlight on the SVI Sports Network. Back with more First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff after this, live from Powell.
B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
If you feel a burning in the back of your heel or lower calf that worsens with activity, you may have Achilles tendonitis. This often occurs as the result of repeated movements of certain sports, such as running, tennis, or basketball. Dr. Andrew McCall at Alpine Foot and Ankle is your local expert for Achilles tendonitis treatments and many more foot and ankle problems. To learn more and to schedule a consultation, visit alpinefoothandankle.clinic. That's alpinefoothandankle.clinic.
Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home is clearing stock with massive discounts. Right now, while supplies lasts, find select LVP and carpet 50% off. Battleson Brothers also has over 8,500 square feet of hardwood, normally $7.99 per square foot, but currently just $3.99. And choose select tile for just $1.99 per square foot. Come see the flooring professionals, located 1 block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson
You can donate to just
The
Dollar
Countdown to
Family
Kickoff is
to
made
help.
possible by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free personal and business checking. Visit gofirstbank.com.
At Powell High School tonight for live Star Valley football coverage on the SVI Sports Network. Duke Dance and Dal Erickson here with you at Powell. And again, it's the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. Your better banking experience is here. Check out First Bank's upgrade to online and mobile banking at gofirstbank.com. That again is gofirstbank.com. Joining Dal and I remotely is the one and only Jake Kibbard, your host of Star Valley Sports Night. He had a great breakdown of this game heading into it online last night. Jake, welcome to the pregame coverage. You've got the Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio update on what is happening tonight in the state of Wyoming, my friend.
Yeah, you better believe I do. Thanks for that. That's nice. I did spend some time breaking this down. And I got some other games of interest this week. It's really interesting because the 3A West, outside of Star Valley Powell, doesn't terribly interest me this week. I will talk about it, guys, but I'm breaking the rules here. We're going to the 3A West. Specifically, we're going to the game of the week, which I see as number 3 Riverton and Buffalo. So number 3 Riverton, number 5 Buffalo. Why is that the game of the week? I think it's pretty easy to say. It's the 2 ranked teams in the 3A. But beyond that, here is why I think it's an interesting game. We've got something to prove on both sides. You've got Coach Mark Lenhart on the Riverton side, rebuilding that program. And then on the Buffalo side, can they get the 3A level competition? They're sitting as a ranked team right now, guys. However, are they really that team that can go out and pound the ball? One of their wins came against Rollins last week, and sure, they looked impressive, but they are a very slow and methodical offense that relies on a lot of time, guys. Let's take a look over here at the stats for Buffalo on the season. Nothing necessarily out of the realm. This is a lot like what they were doing in the 2A ranks back in the day. Adam McCorkle as a quarterback, he manages the game. He's averaging about 100 yards a contest, has 1 less touchdown than he does interceptions. They get it done on the run, guys, but as you see, nobody on the team has 200 yards rushing. That's not a shot against how many rushing yards someone has, guys. I know Star Valley likes to spread the ball around, and that's good, that's fine. But on the other side, I want to take a look at the Riverton Wolverines and their combo on offense and just kind of contrast it. This is more of your classic 3A look with a big armed quarterback and a big power runner with Hunter Saltzgaber, almost up to 500 yards on the season and a couple of touchdowns. And Blake Gattenbeim, the big thing with him is you see 6 touchdowns but 5 interceptions. Can he take care of the ball? And guys, can Riverton as a whole take care of the ball this week? Because they had a fumble recovery, 99 yards that then they fumbled. That was, then that's how they lost the game. They fumbled a fumble recovery on their own one. Just an example of a few too many turnovers for this Riverton program. That's why they quite haven't been able to get up to the hump of the next echelon. But today, who comes out on top? I'm really interested. That old grinded out football or the little flashier style that Coach Lenhart has in Riverton. Now let's jump over quickly to what we do have in the Western Conference this week. In Evanston, Cody about to kick off. And it's about to be over in my estimation because Cody has just looked so powerful. And I will eat Dal's hat if I'm proven wrong on that one, guys. And then our other game in the West, Jackson at Green River. I think Jackson should come away with a almost decisive win in that. I'm interested to see where's Jackson at. Are they able to separate from Green River? I'll leave it there for now, guys, because we don't have any kickoffs. Let's get it back to you. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Jake Kibbard, with another great Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio update. Dal is wearing no hat tonight for Jake to eat, so your prediction better go right, or else that'll get awkward.
Not only that, I love my hats. Go get your own hat.
Great breakdown again on that one. And Jake Kibbard, absolutely right. Riverton in that Buffalo game is going to be a good one. Coach Lenhart, Dal has a history of turning around programs. He's done it twice now, and he appears to be doing it again for a third time in Riverton. We'll keep an eye out on that one. Jake will have the live updates for us as we go. Tonight in our broadcast, it's Star Valley and Powell. Dal, this one has been a tough one for the Braves to win in Powell in recent history.
Yeah, if you look back in the last 15, 20 years, this has not been an easy place to win. The town or this particular venue, the Braves, the last time, qualifying that, the last time they were here, it was a one-sided victory for the Braves. It was 48-14, so that was a one-sided win, but I think if you come up here expecting something like that, you're going to go home with a loss. And so I like your quote with Coach Ballard Johnson. You drove all this way, you might as well try and win the football game while you're here.
It's the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. When we come back, it's your Crimson Corner and Roundup. We'll also bring Millie Kazare on the show, and she'll be able to give us the thoughts of Coach McKay Young, the ones that actually matter. That's on the way next with the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff on SVI.
And we're back with the First Bank Tortilla Challenge. Right now, both Cole of the Afton branch and Marty from Alpine have each had one slap so far, but no spewing yet. Remember, the first one to spew the water out of their mouth loses. Looks like Cole won that paper, rock, scissors, and oh, ouch, you could hear the pain in Marty's voice there. That was not good, but a little chippy now as tortillas are flying all over the place. Marty will win that paper, rock, scissors, and whoa, he's doubling up on the tortillas. Is that even legal? But a swing and a miss. Look at his fancy dancing move from Cole. He'll barely miss that, but still no spewing. But here we go with paper, rock, scissors again. Marty wins that one, and whoa, a quick slap. Look how the tortilla bounces off of Cole's face, and then it slaps the legs of the camera. That had some great power behind it. But still no spewing from either one of these. Who do you think's going to spew first? Will it be Marty or Cole?
The Lincoln County School District No. 2 Transportation Department is currently hiring bus aides for the current school year. Earn extra side cash while helping out the local students. Starting wage for business aides is $16.75 an hour. No experience is necessary and all training is paid. Get started and fill out an application. Visit lcsd2.org. That's lcsd2.org and click job openings. Become a bus aide and enjoy a great way to earn some part-time income.
My name is Anna Altabo, and since I was young, Desi's dance studio has been like a second home to me. Dance has always been my favorite language, and Desi's gave me the space to embrace it 100%. Whether it was ballet, tap, lyrical, or ballroom, I knew there were always two things I could count on: supportive instructors and lifelong friends. The confidence and identity I have today are all thanks to my time at the studio.
For more information and to get started, visit Desi'sDance.com.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff.
Appreciate First Bank sponsoring countdown to kickoff coverage. We're just over 11 minutes away from kicking off this game. Now let's check your Crimson Corner with the help of the University of Wyoming.
Well, the cross-country team was at the Bob Conley Invite in Pocatello last evening and had a very good run. In fact, the Braves won that whole dang thing. You had Jace Burton and Hobby Wetzel go 1-2. Colton Cranny was number 4. The boys won it, the girls placing 4th. Volleyball, the Lady Braves sweeping Preston on pink night. And, of course, here pretty dang soon, they're going to be serving it up against number 2 Kelly Walsh. And then that match tomorrow against the Natrona Phillies, that one at 11 a.m. varsity start. That's a look at your Crimson Corner, brought to you by the University of Wyoming.
Find your reason to be a Cowboy at uwyo.edu. That's uwyo.edu. Braves, not the full whiteout tonight. Red or crimson helmets with the white pants and jerseys tonight, warming up to take on the home Powell Panthers on the homecoming night for Powell this evening. Now, how about the roundup and what's happening around the state of Wyoming today of games of interest presented by Sunrise Engineering?
Well, let's start with 2A this week. We already got a final. In fact, really a nice win for Kemmer. They went into Lyman and won that game 26-22. So that puts Kemmer now, I believe, at 3-1 on the season. They're having a great start to their year. Cokeville is at Thermopolis. That's a little later. Mountain View's got a night game at Pinedale. Level is at Warland. I'm interested to see what happens there between the Bulldogs and the Warriors. In 3A, of course, you got the Braves here in Powell. Evanston down the road. They'll have to contend with the Cody Bronx on their homecoming. Riverton at Buffalo, as Jake was talking about. Jackson at Green River. I think the Bronx are going to win that decisively, if someone's going to ask me. Lander at Douglas. That'll be interesting as well. Torrington is at Rollins. In 4A, I think the biggest story in 4A this week, Duke, there's no game between South and Campbell County. South opting to forfeit that game due to what they felt like were concerns about players' safety. They had a lot of injuries. Felt like the numbers were not there to have a safe game this week, so they are forfeiting that game against Campbell County. And from what I have read at wildpreps.com, they do hope to be able to suit back up next week. I believe it's Laramie to take on the Plainsmen, but to me that's the big story this week in that matchup. But that's a look at your roundup, brought to you by Sunrise Engineering.
Creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. That is sunrise-eng.com. Let's send it down to the sidelines. I do believe we have Millie Kazare with our Miles CPA sideline report. She had the chance to catch up with Star Valley head coach McKay Young and get his thoughts heading into this game. Millie, take it away.
Yeah, guys, Coach Young is excited for this game. There's been a rivalry between Star Valley and Powell for quite a while. They're excited to play against Powell tonight. It's exciting to play another team from Wyoming, you know. We've played a lot in Idaho, so it's just a better feel being in state, he said. The team has practiced hard this week, and they're going to give it their all tonight. There has been quite a few injuries the past month, though, and unfortunately, Elijah Montowatia, Wyatt Martini, and a few more are sick. Gunnar Brogue is dressed, but will most likely be held. But we did get Gabe Swab back. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Millie Kazare, with the Miles CPA sideline report. Miles CPA in Afton and in Alpine. And Dow, that's where the depth of this team is really going to come up big in a game like tonight, because Mount Tautia out for the second game, and Earl Martini is here but not dressed tonight. Garrett Carlson's out for the season with an ankle injury, and she mentioned Gunnar Brogue dressed but probably not going to play. So that's just a few of those players that Star Valley will be without this evening.
And there's quite a few seniors and guys that have played some starter minutes right there. So, yeah, that's going to lean on the depth a little bit. As you mentioned, though, that is a strength of this team. In fact, you go back to last year's team, that might have been the deepest team Star Valley has ever had. I mean, they're in that argument. That has carried on into this year. You got 120-plus kids out for football. You've had a lot of success at the freshman, sophomore, junior, and now varsity level. They're going to have guys ready to play. So, no Matauatea, no Wyatt Martini, maybe a little more Grant Thompson tonight, but, maybe we see a little more of guys like Dylan Hershey tonight, maybe more Jaden Coons. We saw Jaden at the senior spotlight, maybe a little more Riley Erickson. Not sure, but, yeah, Coach Young and his staff, they will spread the ball around. We'll see if that impacts the play calling.
It's your First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. Your home for totally free checking, where free really does mean free. Visit gofirstbank.com. Another break here. We'll recap the rivalry when we come back. Also, your Records Watch, keys to the game, and kickoff in 6.5 minutes on the SVI Sports Network.
The winter sledding season will be here before you know it. Make sure you're ready for the best winter yet by making your reservations at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton, Wyoming. The resort is located just minutes away from some of the best backcountry sledding in the Rocky Mountains, regardless of experience. And with plenty of trailer parking and a large complimentary breakfast, there is no place better to stay while you enjoy the Wyoming winter. Book your stay today by visiting KodiakMountainResort.com.
As a small business owner, we know you want to take care of your team. Introducing MemberCare, Star Valley Health's membership healthcare program. Through our new program, you can provide your team healthcare benefits at our primary care and urgent care clinics, including essential services like lab tests, x-rays, and urgent care visits, bundled into a plan that fits your budget. Your employees support your dream every day. Here's one more way to keep your team happy and healthy. Learn more at starvalleyhealth.org.
Hey Braves fans, now you can follow your favorite players during the game with a complete Star Valley football roster online, including player pictures and bios. Scan the code on your screen or visit svinews.com/football roster.
Have you heard how you can earn some extra cash from Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union? Bring us any new or refinanced auto, ATV, or RV loan, and we will give you 1% back in cash. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, OAC, member NCUA.
At the University of Wyoming, ideas come to life. It's where the spirit of innovation and boundless curiosity fuel our hunger for knowledge. It's where the past meets the present and our students shape a brighter future.
I'm a student athlete.
I'm a musician. I'm a mentor.
And I'm a cowboy.
The world needs more cowboys.
Let's meet today's starters, brought to you by Mountain Star Products in Afton.
I'm Smith McClure, son of Brian and Sam McClure, senior, D quarterback, Afton, Wyoming.
I'm Wyatt Martini, son of Tracy and James Martini, senior, BB, running back, Alpine.
AJ Hale, son of Victoria and Joe Hale, senior, tight end, linebacker, Afton, Wyoming.
Bryson Neal, son of David and Jennifer McGee and Justin Neal, senior, wide receiver and DB, Afton.
Cooper Lancaster, son of Aaron and Anna Lancaster, junior, wide receiver, quarterback, safety,
Dayton Schwab, son of Marie and Dane Schwab, senior, wide receiver, defensive back, Afton, Wyoming.
Cooper Lawson, son of Heath and Heidi Lawson. I'm a senior, offensive tackle and defensive end, Afton.
Garrett Carlson, a.k.a. Gare Bear, son of Earl and Sarah Carlson, senior, O-line, D-line, Afton.
Damian Burgess, son of J.R. and Katie Burgess, senior, O and D-line, Afton, Wyoming.
Coulter Martinson, son of Chad and Wendy Martinson, senior, tight end, linebacker, Fairview.
Andrew Taylor, son of Bo and Ruby Taylor, senior, O&D line, Alpine.
Gunnar Brogue, son of Clay and Brittany Brogue, senior, defensive back and wide receiver, Freedom.
Edio Mutoptio, son of Lydia and Lily Mutoptio, junior, running backs, linebackers, Afton, Wyoming.
Riley Erickson, son of Jared Erickson. I'm a senior, linebacker, Thane.
Jason Tinser, son of Ty and Candace Tinser, senior, D-line, tight end, Thane.
Grant Thompson, son of Kyle and Aaron Thompson, senior, linebacker, running back, Fairview.
Star Valley offense, defensive starters presented by Mountain Star Products. The Powell Panther pep band before that with the national anthem with the help of Hastings Ace Hardware. Kickoff in just a few moments now. The keys to the game presented by Assist to Sell.
Look at the keys to the game. Number one, we got to limit Powell's big plays. I'm talking any play 15 yards or more. Key number two, at least 5 yards per rush for the Braves. They came into last week over 7, so see if they can keep that momentum rolling. Key number three was make Powell play the long field. That goes along with kind of key number one, make him earn the yardage. And then key number four, the four horsemen, use all four of your receivers tonight, spread out this field. I'm talking Bryson Neal, Cooper Lancaster, Dayton Schwab, and Roman Erickson. Those are the keys to the game from Assist to Sell.
Local agents Ashley Cranny and Mandy Jack have the keys to your next home. Visit AssistToSellStarValley.com. That is AssistToSellStarValley.com. Braves will get the football first here on a homecoming night in Powell. The Panthers will kick off to the north side end zone where Cooper Lancaster and, of course, Bryson Neal back to return the opening kick, which will be sent their way from Ivy Augie. And she will put her foot into the football to send this away to open up homecoming night in Powell.
She's got a good leg. I saw her warming up, and she can boot it. We talk about Katie Nichols, scored a touchdown a couple weeks ago for Star Valley. And kicking off here is says Ivy. Is that what you said? Ivy Agee?
Well,
isn't that her?
Yep, that's her. That's it. And she'll kick it off. It will be returnable by Neal inside the 10, 15-20, left far sideline and across the grain and then tackled near the 30. And first to 10 for the visiting Braves from their own 30-yard line to open up the game.
Well, based on the course of the season, Duke, we played 5 games. That's about as good as anybody's covered Bryson Neal on a kickoff return so far this year. He has been a terror on special teams as well as any other time he's on the field.
Well, we'll see how the Braves offense come out to open up this game. Again, a few players out with injury, including Wyatt Martini tonight. Mount Autia also out, so a little thin in the backfield as far as their depth goes. A little thin on the line with some injuries there. Here's Neal in motion. McClure with an empty backfield, rolls to his right, throws to the flat, caught by Neal across the 45-50, and shoot tackled from behind at the 45-yard line, and a really fast Wyoming National Guard first down for Bryson Neal.
25 yards on the first play of the game. I really like that play. In fact, I don't know that I've seen that one yet from Coach Young. You saw Bryson come across the back, and then he's cut up right after the snap. It was a little different than what we've seen, and that left him wide open, easy pass for Smith McClure, big gain.
Empty backfield and a 5-receiver set again. Now already inside Powell territory. McClure steps up in the pocket this time. Fires deep. Defender fell, but overshot Bryson Neild on that one. And incomplete. We mentioned the injuries tonight. Now we do have Dayton Schwab back in the receiver corps. He was out last week at Jackson. He's suited up and on the field tonight, number 10.
Well, and maybe it's just because I mentioned it as one of the keys, but it seems like Roman is out there. Well, now he's going off the field, but it seems like number 11, Roman Erickson, was in earlier than normal. In fact, he's just shifting to the top of your screen.
Still a 4-receiver set. Grant Thompson subbed into the game to play in the backfield. He'll stay in to block as McClure throws, looking for Neild, and overshot him again too far to the outside this time on a little cutout route, and it's quickly 3rd and 10 after they go 25 yards on the first play.
Jordan Lara, number 18, he was right there. Pretty good coverage. I think Smith actually probably did a good thing putting that all the way out toward the sideline. The only guy who was going to get that was going to be Bryson.
Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Thompson in the backfield as McClure will set from the shotgun to throw again. Steps up, again goes to the outside, caught by Neild right at the sticks. Maybe a yard shy. It is going to be 4 down territory depending on the spot here. We'll see if they give it to him.
Based on my initial eyeball, I thought he was about a yard short, and that's right, pretty much where he's going to be, right there at the 35.
10:55 to go in the opening quarter, and Star Valley facing a 4th and 1 from the Powell 35-yard line. They'll bring in some beef here and go bigger up front with 1 wide receiver wide to the left. They'll shift the formation heavy from left now over to the right side, and a handoff to Thompson to that side. He'll have the first down. Break and tackle, lost the football. It's on the court, on the floor. It is going to be recovered. I thought Star Valley had it. Powell saying it's there. No signal yet. No signal yet. Officials digging through the pile, and it is Powell football.
So I think I didn't see the number. I think it was 70-something. It's the one that fell on this. Grant gets the first down after that shift on the line, and someone just gets a hand in there. There it is, punching it out.
I think that was Jordan Lorera who caused or forced the fumble, and so Star Valley will turn it over on their opening possession of the game inside Powell territory. The Panthers will have their first drive of the game with 10:30 remaining in the first quarter. They'll have it at their own 31-yard line.
You know, the old coach is saying is high and tight. Grant had it a little bit out there, and Powell took advantage.
Kiana Wisniewski hands off from the shotgun. Gives the ball up the right side for a gain of about, up to the 38-yard line.
And that is Cody Seifert, number 34, who carried that.
He's going to set up a 2nd and 2 on an 8-yard gain on first down. Ball up to the Powell 39-yard line. Once again, Wisniewski will be in the shotgun with split backs, 1 to each side hip, 2 receivers to his left. He'll hand off this time again, but then bouncing to the outside, but can't get there. Seifert again tackled for a loss, or actually no, but gain of 1. They do put him up to the 40 with the forward progress. So 3rd and 1 for the Panthers.
Just when you think you know what's going to go on. You think you're going to come up here and see Trevin Abraham and Kiana Wisniewski, and on the first 2 carries, it's Cody Seifert, who based on wildpreps.com, he had 4 carries coming into this game, and he's got 2 on their first 2 plays. So, and he's averaging 4.5 yards a carry. Brings up 3rd and short.
9:20 remaining in this first quarter. 3rd and 1. And this play will be blown dead by the official at the snap of the football.
And the back judge throws it even later. I wonder if that's a delay of game. That's typically when the back judge throws it, is for a delay of game, and that is the call. Oh, man, that's a big penalty on 3rd and 1. Obviously don't want to do that if you're a Powell Panther or a fan there. You hate that.
Now it's 3rd and 6 after that costly penalty and mistake. 9 minutes and counting remaining in the first quarter.
Well, based on what Powell does offensively, 3rd and short, they have a lot of options. It's hard to stop them for a yard. This just kind of changes your whole philosophy.
Split backs again in the backfield. Seifert to the right. This time Wisniewski will throw, and it is a catch on the far side. Needed 6. I think he got 7. Diving out of bounds to haul in the catch and pick up a first down for the Panthers. Lorera, number 18, on the catch.
You mentioned it, Duke. Gain of 7 on 3rd and 6.
That keeps the Panthers on the field offensively, and they have it on their own 41-yard line with 8:38 to go in this opening quarter of play.
Well, credit to Loera. He knew right where the sticks were. I'll be honest, Duke. I feel like even at the pro level, you see guys, that's like they don't know where the sticks are. So nice job by Loera. Knew right where it was. Got it one more than he needed.
Split backs again. Wisniewski hands off to Seifert, and he goes right side and in across the 45 for a gain of about 7. Yeah, Dal, he has not been the leading rusher. I don't know if there's been some injuries or if there's something different tonight that we're just not aware of.
Yeah. Is it Trevin Abraham wearing a different jersey?
It could be.
We don't know that kind of stuff, but if it is, maybe Cody Seifert has been, one of those guys that totes the rock for him really well, and maybe he hasn't been ready until tonight. But so far, he's got 3 carries, 15 yards. You'll take that all night long.
Same formation with 2 receivers over to the left side on a 2nd and 4. Play action. Wisniewski throws deep down the field, man, and overshot Alex Jordan, the intended target. In coverage, right there with him, step for step, was Dayton Schwab.
I will say, though, Jordan did have a little space to work with. Ball a little too far out in front of him, but if Wisniewski could have dropped this in the bucket a little more, I think you'd have been looking either at a big play or a touchdown. He had some room.
Another 3rd down situation for the Powell Panthers. They converted on the 3rd and 6 on their last go-around. Now looking at a 3rd and 4. Ball spotted on their own 47-yard line.
And they went to the air last time with Wisniewski, and he doesn't have a terrific completion percentage, but he rarely throws any picks.
He's in the shotgun with 4 receivers this time. Rolls to his left, sets his feet, fires deep down the field, and overshot his receiver again. Had a man down there, and the receiver was cutting it flat. The ball went deep, and it will be 4th down for the Panthers. They will send out the punt unit from their own 47-yard line.
Just wanted to clarify that thought. Wisniewski, about 52% completion on the year, but 9 touchdowns, only 2 picks. And that kind of ratio you can really get behind as a coach. And we'll see what the Panthers do. Midfield. Never know. You've been working me for a lot of years, Duke. You know how mistrusting I am of kickers. They're a shifty lot.
We do have Lancaster and Neild standing inside their own 10 to return the punt with 7.5 to go as the Braves force the Panthers off the field. Here's a clean kick. Neild will field it at the 5. Nope, he'll let it bounce into the end zone for a touchback. And so it will be Star Valley football from their own 20. They had a big play. Oh, there is a flag, actually, Dow, on the far side of the field near the line of scrimmage.
I would think that's going to be like a hold on Powell, but, we'll see what the referees have to say. They're the ones getting paid for this.
We are talking to Coach Young, so you would assume it is going to be on the Panthers. And with a guy like Bryson back to return, you may make him re-kick again.
It's going to be motion, excuse me.
So they will make Powell re-kick the football.
You make a great point, Duke. I mean, it's easy to set up on the 20 or 25 and start your next drive. There's nothing wrong with that. But with the 2 guys you got back there and the success that your special teams has had for the first 5 weeks of the season, why not take a shot here?
So another punt. Lancaster and Neild back to return. Clean kick away. It's going to go to Lancaster this time. He'll field it inside the 10, and he'll have it up the left sideline. 15, 20, 25, 30, and Cooper cuts it across the 40 and steps out of bounds.
Still a great return, though. And as you can see, that decision by the coaching staff, Coach Young, to re-kick that's going to net them some pretty decent yardage. They'll set up shop at the 37.
7-14 remains in the first quarter, scoreless in the game.
Almost got the impression from Cooper's body language. He's like, oh, if I wouldn't have stepped out right there. Had some more room to work, and who knows what could have happened. But so if you're just joining us, the Braves on their first possession, they got some decent yards, Duke, but a turnover gave the ball back to the Panthers on a forced fumble and a recovery.
Empty backfield once again for Smith McClure. 1st and 10 from their own 37. Neild again in motion to set up 4 receivers right. Pump fakes him in the flat, goes deep, has him open, caught on the run at the 40. Cuts back to the sideline, now inside and tackled inside the 30-yard line. Another big play on 1st down to open the drive. This one puts Bryson Neild and the Braves all the way down to the Powell Panther 26-yard line.
That's 47 yards. And right now, Bryson Neild and Smith McClure are just playing pitch and catch.
Star Valley quickly goes back to the line of scrimmage, and again, an empty backfield, 5 receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On the right side hash, inside the 30. McClure steps up, fires deep into the end zone, and overthrows Bryson this time, and incomplete.
I want to correct, that's 37 yards, not 47.
And McClure took a shot, and he's down. McClure got hit as he threw the ball, and he's on his back. He does sit up, maybe just lost his wind. Now he's on his feet. Clock is stopped here at 6:45. And we are going to see McClure come out here.
Phoenix Hovey's going to come in. Let's take a look at it here on the Fall River Propane replay. Ooh, yeah, that looked like it hurt.
That was one of those, just give me a minute.
And I don't blame you.
He's on the sidelines. And so for the interim, here's 2nd and 10 with a very capable quarterback in his own right, Phoenix Hovey. He had a passing touchdown in Jackson last week. He'll throw it ahead to Lancaster, who lost the ball. It should be an incompletion.
Yeah.
He falls on it, and the officials rule it a fumble. They're going to come up and discuss it. It should be an incompletion. It was a forward pass.
I say that's sort of the beauty of that play, is if that does happen, it's an incomplete pass. And I think this has been around long enough now that I think fans and everybody's kind of aware that that's what this is. Doesn't mean you have to like it, but yeah, that's sort of the appeal of this, just like the old shovel pass.
They spot the ball back on the 26-yard line. It will set up a 3rd and 10.
Smith McClure is back out on the field. Braves 0 for 1 on 3rd down. They've picked up chunks of yards, Duke. In fact,
just 2 big plays.
Yeah,
right?
2 big ones. And
McClure again, empty backfield, 3rd and 10 from the Powell 26-yard line. Scoreless with 6.5 to go in the game. And a flag on the play. It's going to be a delay of game, this time on Star Valley.
And I wonder if that kind of stems from the whole substitution. You had kind of a miscommunication on that last play, so might cost you a few extra seconds. First penalty of the game for the Braves, totaling 5 yards. And obviously you never want to do that, but especially on 3rd down. That'll make it 3rd and long. And if I'm the Panthers, I would probably put 2 guys on Bryson Neal the way this game started.
You do, and then you have 4 other excellent receivers there too. So it's a gamble as McClure throws, goes to Neal. They're caught on his finger,
wow.
Tips it in. Split the defense down the hash mark on his fingertip catch, and it's a touchdown for the Braves.
And even that one, I think Bryson was even looking in the air, kind of tracking the ball, and like, can I get there? And he's like, yeah, I got it. 31 yards. He's already over 100 yards, Duke, in the first quarter.
On 3 catches.
Yes.
And a touchdown.
Actually got him with 4.
That's right, he had 1 shorter in the flat. So 6-0, 6:22 to go. First quarter, as Kristoff will come in for the Carpets Plus Color Tile extra point attempt. Snap, hold, kick is plenty good. 7-zip Braves on SVI.
My best friend just had a birthday party at the Fun Zone in Afton. It was so cool. We got to play basketball, ping pong, and foosball. We were able to bring our own Nerf guns and even watched a movie on a giant projector screen. For my next birthday, I want to have my party at the Fun Zone too. Mom said the Fun Zone will also work great for my sister's wedding reception in a few months and next summer's family reunion. For reservations, visit svfunzone.com.
Live coverage of Braves football continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
The Neal, that's another big touchdown for Star Valley on a 3rd and 15 on the right side hash mark. A fingertip catch for Bryson, and with 6:22 to go, it's 7-0. First quarter, Star Valley on top in Powell tonight. Here's the Carpus Plus Color Tile ensuing. Kristoff kickoff, and Kristoff will leave this one returnable. Filled it at the 15 on the run by the Panthers. 20, 25, and cut down across the 30. Pretty decent return and good field position for the Panthers after the turn from Lorera. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
So Duke already, just kind of want to touch on this. Bryson Neal has flown past Wyatt Krog for career receiving yardage. And Bryson at 112 yards already in the first quarter. He needs 13 more yards to become Star Valley's all-time career yardage leader.
Really?
Passing Chase Merrill.
13.
He needs 13 yards, and based on the first 6 minutes of this quarter, I think his chances are pretty good.
6:16 to go in this opening quarter. Records report presented by Star Valley Disposal as Powell hand off the football, met at the line of scrimmage and forward progress for a couple of yards on the first down carry.
And that was 33 Mikhail Foley with that carry.
Pushes the football up to the Powell 34-yard line, setting up 2nd down and 8 to go, under 6 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Another great night of weather for football. You've stolen 6 weeks of potential bad weather from Mother Nature.
Well, I think it's supposed to be 82 in Afton today. I think that's the same high they had here in Powell today. Just an absolutely beautiful October day.
Single back, man in motion, handoff to the running back, hit in the backfield, and then dropped by Thompson. Thompson was there second, and that was a hard cleanup hit.
That's a carry from Trevin Abraham. And as you mentioned, I'm not quite sure who got there first, but Grant Thompson got there most.
No gain on the play. Still at the 29-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down. The Panthers 1 of 2 on 3rd down here early on in this ball game.
Kiana Wisniewski will get the play from the sidelines.
I'm a little surprised we've not seen Wisniewski carry the ball yet. I wonder if we'll see that here.
He'll have it in the shotgun. 4 receivers set, balanced on either side, 2 apiece. Now a man across the formation to go heavy on the left. Rolls to his left, throws, caught, hit, flag on the play, and it will be stopped shy of the first down. Lorera has the catch shy of the 40, but we'll see what the flag is in the backfield.
So if the play stands, it looks like it's a gain of about 5.
It's going to be a hold on the Panthers. So if you're Coach Young, you decline that, and that will force Coach Kistler to send out the punt unit again, I believe, for the Panthers on 4th and 5 inside his own territory. They spot the ball at the 38-yard line. And that's exactly what will happen with 4:39 remaining in the opening quarter of play.
And on that last possession where they were closer to midfield, I thought maybe you could see some aggressive fourth quarter play call. I don't know if you'll see that here, although they only have 4 yards to go, but boy, the kicker's clear back there. We'll see if they do something tricky.
Lancaster had a nice return on the last punt. This one's going to go towards Neal. Bryson has it inside the 25, quickly to the 30, and Shoelace tackled from behind. Saved a much bigger return. This quarterback Wisniewski on the punt. Yep, Wisniewski on the punt coverage.
It's a really nice tackle by Kiana Wisniewski.
So Star Valley will have it after scoring a touchdown. They've basically had 4 plays in this game, Dow. Big passes down the field. And that's given them a 7-0 lead.
Well, Bryson Neal, 4 catches, 112 yards, and a touchdown so far in this ball game. That's kind of crazy. That's quite an average.
Thompson this time will be in the backfield with McClure in the shotgun. 2 receivers on either side. McClure again steps up, looks downfield, flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his right. Still looking downfield, being chased, and throws it away. He's outside the pocket. And he can definitely do that, even though no receiver in the area in high school football. You can just toss that one away.
Well, and a lot of times you'll see maybe a receiver able to work back or work across the field to give him a target. Nobody at all in that quadrant really know where to go. So really the only thing you can do, and nice play by Smith McClure. It's not your favorite play, but you move on to 2nd down.
Ball on their own 33-yard line. 4:20 remaining in the first quarter with Star Valley up 7-0 on Powell's homecoming night. Lancaster in motion, fake to him, handoff to Coons. Couple misses in the backfield, and then he's brought down at the 35-yard line, trying to weave his way through the defense for a couple of yards.
And it looked like maybe there's a little more space there to work with, but it closed up quickly against that Panther defense. And that'll bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and 8. The Braves 1 of 2 on 3rd down. And some substitutions coming in. You'll see Dayton Schwab and Bryson Neal, bottom of your screen.
Coons remains the tailback. Shotgun set for McClure. Now across the formation, Schwab. McClure rolls to his right. Gets a block, throws down the field, and cannot connect with Neal. He was covered, and the ball sails out of bounds. And that will set up a 4th down for Star Valley. 8 yards to go. A 3-and-out for the Braves offense, and out comes the punt unit for Star Valley on their own 35-yard line.
So a couple things on that play. Really nice job of pressuring up the middle by Powell to kind of blow that play up. But then Jaden Coons came back and made sure he was not going to touch his quarterback. So, yeah, it's not a conversion on 3rd down, but Jaden Coons, he deserves an attaboy for that.
Punt situation for Star Valley. Here's a clean kick from Christoph. It's going to take a Star Valley bounce at the 30, roll inside the 20.
Great bounce.
Yeah, with the hop, it's going to put Powell all the way down to their own 16-yard line.
That one kind of hung up there, and I was about to say that wasn't a real long punt, and it ends up getting about an extra 15, 20 yards after the bounce.
Powell gets the football back. Their offense has been held pretty quiet by this Star Valley defense. The Braves still leading 7-0 with 3:23 to go in Park County tonight against the home Panthers on their homecoming night.
So far, the Panthers 29 yards of offense. Nothing really to speak home about yet, but that can change in a hurry.
Split backs from the shotgun for Wisniewski. Play action, roll out, has a man in the flat. Caught across the 20, 25, and tackled for a 1st down shy of the 30-yard line. Reception hauled in by Trevin Abraham. And that will be a Powell 1st down up to their own 29 with 3:15 remaining in the 1st quarter.
About 13 yards on that play. First catch of the night for Abraham. Right now, got Wisniewski 3 of 5, 25 yards through the air.
3 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Shotgun again for Kiana Wisniewski with split backs with him. 2 receivers this time to the right. Again, a little play action. Hit as he throws. Rifles up the sideline and way overthrown. He was hit by Tayson Tittenser right as he released the ball, and that forced the errant pass.
You know, I saw Tayson come in on that shift earlier that actually happened to be the fumble for the Braves, but he came in. I wonder if we're going to see a little more of him with the absence of Wyatt Martini. I was talking about a couple other players, but Tayson's certainly had some ball games under his belt, and I wonder if that's kind of the role he's filling tonight.
2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass, 2:48 remaining in the opening quarter. Panthers from their own 29. This time a handoff, trying to bounce outside, hits the 30, flag on the play. And it's going to be tackled at about the 31, pending the laundry. Flag thrown at the 29, and Dayton Schwab comes up limping. Oh, and Dayton is not moving very good right now. He's on his feet, struggling with his knee.
So he's on his feet, but he's looking at the sideline going, that's a long way over to my sideline. He might need some help.
He's not going to be able to walk. He's walking back to the Powell sideline, trying to get off the field. The flag is against the Panthers. And the Powell coach is actually helping Dayton right now. As Star Valley coach is walking across, they're not quite sure what's going on, but now Dayton is sitting on the Powell sideline.
Well, hate to see that.
Let's take an injury timeout as Dayton will get some assistance. Star Valley coach is on their way over. It's Star Valley ahead, 7-0, 2:43 to go in the first on SBI Sports.
Are you ready to join a legacy of service and adventure? The Wyoming National Guard invites you to be a part of something bigger. With us, you can serve your state and nation, all while pursuing your dreams. In the Wyoming National Guard, we ride for the brand, then fly for the brand. Embrace the opportunity, make a part-time commitment, and become a guardian of Wyoming's future. Join us today and be a part of a tradition like no other. Your journey begins here.
There's no place to enjoy the fall season like Alpine, Wyoming. Enjoy fly fishing on the Salt and Snake Rivers, camping and hunting up the Grays in the Wyoming Range, hike the trails in the Bridger-Teton National Forest, or bring your off-road vehicles and enjoy the backcountry. And with plenty of lodging and dining options at affordable prices, you just can't beat the fall season in Alpine. Experience the fall season like Mother Nature intended in scenic Alpine, Wyoming.
Here's Duke Dance, Al Erickson, and the SVI Sports Crew with more live coverage of Braves football.
Dayton Schwab, who missed last week's game with an injury to his leg, now getting help off the field. He's on his feet. He can put hardly any pressure on his right leg. And he's being helped all the way across the field. So it appears Schwab's night will come to an early end with 2:43. We'll see Travis Thompson sub in for him to play that right side corner. Dayton was in on the tackle right at the sideline on the last play. There was a flag on the play, a hold against Powell, and that's going to put the Panthers inside their own 20 here on second down.
Yeah, and they are facing 2nd and 20. Third penalty of the day so far for the Panthers, totaling 20 yards.
2:43 and counting. Man across the formation in motion. Wisniewski rolls to that right side. Being chased, has some blocks, has some room, but throws it, and behind his intended target. It was double coverage, so he had to throw it away. And it will be an incomplete pass and a 3rd and 20 up and coming.
Cooper Lawson was in pursuit. A little bit of a chip block there as Powell was able to get him off his feet just enough that he couldn't get his hands on Wisniewski.
So we mentioned Travis Thompson coming in to fill in for Dayton Schwab. He's a sophomore, and he'll come out and play that right side corner position in Dayton's absence.
Well, you had touched on that, Duke. The depth's going to be getting a little extra work tonight. We'll see what happens with that.
2.5 to go in the first. 3rd and 20. Wisniewski fires from the pocket. Caught and at the sticks. Tackle, but it will be a first down. Just enough for Jordan Lorera. He was the middle route down between the hashes, went down to the turf to scoop up the ball and got a 21-yard gain on a 3rd and 20. Oh, there is a flag, though, again, and again it's against the Panthers. It's back at the line of scrimmage. So what you thought was going to be a big play for Powell turns into be another Panther penalty.
And obviously Coach Young will accept this one. And it's going to be 3rd and a mile. They're going to have to get to Ralston to complete this one, convert this one.
So it will be a 5-yard false start penalty to set up 3rd down and 25 to go. They're spotted at their own 14. They need the 39 to go. Clock is stopped after the penalty at 2:22 to go. As Wisniewski, quarterback for the Panthers, trots in from the sideline with the play call. Last time they went to Jordan Lorera. He's been their favorite target so far on the season for Wisniewski. See who he goes after this time in a clear passing situation. 29 yards to convert. Braves showing a little pressure up the middle. They go with a 3-man rush. They still force Wisniewski out of the pocket. He's being chased, eludes, sets his feet, throws, and it was almost caught, but it was poked out by, guess who? The man that just came in to play. Travis Thompson forces the incomplete pass. It would have been well short of the first down anyway, but Thompson makes a good play on the ball from behind the receiver, and it's 4th and long.
Wisniewski, he took a pretty good shot here at the end. And that one just was just trying to get rid of that to Alex Jordan. Here's another great angle. Appreciate our camera crew coming all the way up here, and ouch.
Once again, we'll see a Powell Panther punt. They'll be kicking this one from right on the goal line, standing on their own 40, actually 37-ish.
So potential for some really good field position here if you're a Star Valley fan.
Another flag on the play before Powell can get set.
This first quarter's been a tough one for the Panthers, flag-wise.
Maybe an illegal substitution.
Yep, it's exactly what it is.
So now you're 4th and 35, but what that really does is make you punt from inside your own end zone.
5 penalties in this first quarter for the Panthers, totaling just 33 yards, which isn't a ton on 5 penalties, but like you said, Duke, now you have zero margin for error here on this punt, and the Braves have a great chance to set up shop at least at midfield.
Panthers had 12 men on the field before the punt. That's what the penalty was. They do get it away, but not a good kick off the punter's foot, kicking inside his own end zone. In fact, that one almost went into the bleachers on the punt. And no flags this time, and so we'll see where the officials spot it. He's going to run down to the 30, down to the 25, down to the 23-yard line.
Ooh, that's brutal.
Well, 25. They'll actually come back to the 25. So not the punt that they needed, and it's going to be great field position for Star Valley's offense, 1st and 10.
Basically acts as a turnover. And, again, that's, it's unfortunate for the punter, but at the same time, a little extra pressure with the penalty, and you wonder if that's in their head as that happens. But Braves are now 1st and 10 from the 25 of Powell.
Bryson Neal, this time he will line up in the backfield as the tailback with McClure in the shotgun. 4 receivers either side. He'll come out to run a route. McClure looking, flushed out of the pocket. McClure is sacked in the backfield. Ran out of time, tried to run away, could not get away, and a sack by the Powell Panthers.
Collapse in the pocket there. It's a nice job by Powell. They were patient. They didn't let Smith get outside the pocket. It's going to end up being a loss of 9.
Alan Crawford on the sack for Powell. Comes with the clock down to 1:08 and rolling. Star Valley still up by 7. They lead 7-0, but a 2nd and 19 now from their own 34-yard line. Across the formation is Daniel. Sets up a balanced formation. 2 receivers on either side. This is Thompson back in the backfield this time. McClure again will throw. Looking, rolls to his right, steps up, pump fakes, and sacked again. No, he gets away from it.
How did he get out?
Oh, they're going to call him down. They're going to say they blew the whistle to stop the play, and he somehow got out of it, but the whistle had blown. And McClure looking around thinking, what'd you do that for?
That's a tough pill to swallow, but at the same time, it's probably done for player safety. But, yeah, there's a great angle of it. Smith gets out, pulls the magician act, but still going to be a big loss there. Back-to-back sacks.
Now Star Valley looking at a 3rd and 34 after those 2 sacks. They were all the way up to the 25-yard line. Now they're pushed back to the 44. 3rd and 34 to go. 14 seconds remains in the quarter. Panthers blitzing up the middle, and they get to him again.
Oh, my goodness.
3 consecutive sacks. Wisniewski that time gets it. What a way to step up by the Panther defense. Star Valley had it 1st and 10 from the 25 after the poor punt, and now they're punting all the way back inside their own territory at the 47 after 3 sacks in a row. Panthers came up with pressure up the middle.
So that was 3 consecutive sacks for a loss of 28 yards. The Panther defense pushing the Braves clear back to their own side of the field.
End of the first quarter, back in 30 seconds. Braves up 7-zip, punting when we come back on SVI.
Western is a fantastic option when it comes to higher education. We're awarded consistent upper rankings year to year from entities such as University HQ, College Factual, and Intelligent.com. But don't just take their word for it. Listen to what our own students had to say about why they love Western.
The sense of community that this campus has.
Intramurals are always fun, in my opinion.
They like all of the instructors and the coursework.
The tuition is very affordable.
I have awesome teachers. They're personal and great.
There's always an adventure when you're here.
You're watching Star Valley High School football on the SVI Sports Network.
Couple sacks for the Powell Panthers on defense. In fact, 3 of them. And instead of getting some points with the ball given to you at the 25, you're punting from your own 47-yard line.
Well, and what a huge sequence by the Powell defense, because that all was set up by the shanked punt. The Braves 1st and 10 from the Powell 25. You're thinking you're going to get points out of this, and instead you're punting.
Christoph boots this one away. Nice high kick. Filled it inside the 5, down to the 3. Runs up the return to the 10 and tackled shy of the 15-yard line. Let's send it out to Jake Hibbard for a game break update with the Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio. Jake.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys. So here's what we've got. Cody and Evanston. That's Maddox Ball finding Chase Hatch just a yard outside the end zone, and then Owen Peterson comes in to finish the job off. He gets a 1-yard score. It's 8-0, Cody over Evanston. Back to you.
Thank you, Jake, with the Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio update. One of the games happening in the 3A West at this time tonight.
Duke, again, that was a super impressive sequence from the Powell defense.
Once again, going to be Kiana Wisniewski in the shotgun for the Panthers. Oh, they had 2 men in motion, and there's the flag. The tailback and the receiver both went in motion at the same time. And it's been a yellow-riddled game so far for the Panthers.
Well, the Panthers had 5 penalties in the first quarter. First play of the second quarter, they pick up another. And so for the game, that's going to be 6 penalties totaling 38 yards. And again, this pushes them back now inside the 10. So two straight possessions for the Panthers where they're going to have to operate inside their own 10-yard line.
11 minutes, 44 seconds to go. 7-0 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Braves on top. Star Valley has had just a handful of big passing plays. Other than that, it's kind of been all defense so far in this one today. Here's a handoff by the Panthers, and there's some more of that all defense smothered at the line of scrimmage. Just a short gain on the handoff.
It's like about a yard there for Seifert, I believe, again.
First to get there was Lawson.
Big country. If you got a nickname, you got to live up to it, and Cooper lives up to his.
See Taylor Andrew also down there, number 51. It's a good front line for Star Valley. Ryan Talbot playing right in the middle of the defense. Timeout taken on the field. We'll take it as well. Braves lead 7-0 on SVI.
Everyday life is tiring, isn't it? After a long day, aren't you just exhausted? Wouldn't it be nice if you could just lay down on a perfect mattress? Something that feels like it was custom made just for you. Something so nice, it felt like the mattress itself was tucking you in. Now you can with Mountain Valley Mattress Company. See how affordable your next great night's sleep can be in downtown Afton or at mountainvalleymattress.com.
You're watching Star Valley High School football on the SVI Sports Network.
After timeout, taken by Powell, it's going to be 2nd and 15 to go. Panthers had a penalty and then a run for no gain.
Field position and penalties have been tough for the Panthers so far.
Ball inside their own 10. Here's a pitch out. Seifert tries to get the edge, cut upfield, and then upended by Jaden Coons. Coons went low, lifted up the legs, and that'll do, Jaden. That'll do. 3rd and long.
Me personally, Duke, I think that's a pretty brave call by the Panthers offensively. You're inside your 10, and you pitch it out to a guy who's got some pretty big shoulder pads. Sometimes I always look at those guys and think they're kind of a fullback type, but Seifert did a good job of bringing it in, just not a lot of room to run, but that one, I think for the reward, the risk was pretty high. That's just my 2 cents.
It'll be a couple-yard loss on the play and push him down to the 7-yard line. So a 3rd and 16 to go here for the Panthers inside their own 10. Wisniewski has the ball over his head but tracks it down. Now he throws up the sideline, man-to-man coverage, and it's through the hands of the intended target. Cooper Lancaster was there, but the ball just went over his hands. Alex Jordan, the intended target, and Cooper had just enough on it that Jordan couldn't track it down, and it's incomplete.
From our perspective right here in front of us, Duke, I think Jordan had a great chance to bring that in.
Another flag on the play, though. Goodness. It's against Star Valley this time, and you saw Jordan calling for the flag. I didn't see anything on the pass, but the flag's cleared out the 10. I think they're getting a defensive hold this time on Star Valley.
That tends to be kind of where that flag would be thrown.
Yep, that's what it is. So that's what Jordan was saying as he was held on the route, and the officials saw it. In high school, that is not going to be an automatic first down like it may be in some other levels, so it is going to stay 3rd down.
Well, in the NFL, they basically use it as an equalizer. Oh, we're going to keep this game going this way. We'll call it defensive holding on 3rd down. That's just my conspiracy theory.
So 3rd and about 7 after the penalty. Pushes the ball up to the 17, almost 18-yard line of Powell.
2 penalties totaling 15 yards for Star Valley in this game so far.
Wisniewski in the shotgun. Trevin Abraham back there with him. Hard count, calls for the ball, steps up in the pocket, fires deep again, and this time out in front of Jordan Larrera and incomplete. Got a little extra yards on the penalty, but not enough. Incompletion on the next attempt, and it's 4th down for the Panthers. They will kick this one away with 10:05 remaining in the second quarter, and Star Valley leading 7-0.
Duke, I'm not surprised that the defenses are kind of holding court here. We've seen that a lot between these two programs. I'm a little surprised that Star Valley had so many big plays early, and now that the defenses are kind of holding court. I wonder what's going to happen on this next possession.
A lot of passing by both teams as well.
Combined 20 attempts so far.
Here's the snap, and the punt is away, and it will be short but returnable for Neal. No, he lost the ball, but it is returned or picked up.
Andrew Daniel, good job by him to be right there. Bryson it was kind of one of those, should I catch it, should I not? It kind of went through his fingertips. That ball was up for grabs, and Andrew Daniel saved the possession for the Braves. Number 17, you can see him right there. That's well done. And he's right where he should be. That's exactly why he's there.
Comes with 9:57 remaining in the second quarter. Star Valley again with great field position. They had even better field position on their last drive, but that ended when Powell sacked Smith McClure 3 consecutive plays.
And the Braves have tried to go through the air. You kind of touched on this, a lot of pass attempts. If you take away the 3 consecutive sacks, which I count as runs, the Braves have only had 2 carries today.
Coons in the backfield with McClure in the shotgun once again. Lancaster in motion. Play action. McClure rolls to his right, looking downfield. He'll tuck it, pump fake, and now he'll run. McClure ducks to the sideline and will step out of bounds inside the 40. Going to be positive yards of about 3 or 4.
I don't know who Smith has taken to the homecoming dance, but he's got pretty good feet. Danced his way from a big hit right there for a gain of about 5.
Pushes the football inside the 39-yard line. Homecoming next week for Star Valley. And they entertain the other Park County team, the Cody Bronx. Maybe you've heard of them.
I think Powell would appreciate us referring to them as the other Park County team.
2nd and 6 here for Star Valley. McClure to throw. Goes to the flat to Neal. Caught with some room to run. Has a block. Hurdles a defender to the 30. Outside of the 20. Up the sideline. And out of bounds. Another flag on the play.
My goodness.
But some downfield blocking and a shifty move to hurdle the tackler. And Bryson Neal has it down inside the 15-yard line.
That one's going to be clear down at the end of the play, though. I wonder if we're going to have maybe a block, and then there's 2 flags. I wonder if there's going to be another, maybe an offsetting penalty against the defense as well, or are both of these against the Braves? I think one of them for sure is against Star Valley.
Here's the whoop.
He is as good in the open field as anybody I have seen.
Block in the back against Star Valley. And that negates quite a bit of the run. It's still going to be enough for the first down. It puts the ball at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Braves. Now from the Powell 24. 9:37 to go in the second quarter. Star Valley up 7-0.
I know that's probably not the play you'd want to hear about it on, but Bryson Neal is now the all-time career receiving leader for Star Valley High School.
Considering the receivers over the last 10 years, that is incredible. Here's the throw ahead to Bryson. And this time he cannot hurdle anybody, and he'll be tackled for no gain on the run after catch.
Well, you know, Bryson had a really nice year last year, almost 700 yards. And when he was coming back, you're like, if he just equals that, that's going to be a terrific year. He is going to blow past those numbers. But a nice stop there by the Panthers. They've been well schooled on this little short pass now against Star Valley.
9 minutes remaining before halftime. 2nd down and 9. And again, Star Valley's just had a handful of chunk plays. One of them went for a touchdown, and that's the difference. Other than that, it's been defense today by both sides. McClure will throw, fires to Neal, caught in the flat, 1st down, can't break the tackle, dives ahead near the 10, inside the 15, to about the 12-yard line, but it is enough to move the chains for a Wyoming National Guard. 1st down.
Hey, no flag on that play.
Hey, it can be done.
So Duke, so far in this half, we're not into halftime yet. Bryson Neal has 7 catches for 150 yards and a touchdown.
Thompson in the backfield. Neal flanked to the bottom of your screen, wide to the left side. McClure will be in the shotgun. Couple tight ends here. Looking to kneel, pump fakes. McClure now rolls to his left, goes back into the end zone and overthrows Bryson and incomplete.
Good pressure in the backfield there from Kiana Wisniewski. I've always felt like when the other team's quarterback can also come out there and play some good D, he knows what you're going to try and do, and it kind of shaves off a couple of seconds. That was well played by Wisniewski.
2nd and 10 inside the Riverside Dental Crimson Zone are the Star Valley Braves from the Powell 12-yard line. Empty backfield and a 5-receiver set here again for Smith McClure. Looks to his right, flushed out, throws, and outside his intended target.
Dylan Hershey. I wonder if we'd see Dylan, especially with Martini not playing tonight. That one was a little rushed because of the defensive pressure. Brings up 3rd down.
Comes with 8:01 to go before halftime. 3rd and 10 for the Braves inside the Riverside Dental red zone. From the 12-yard line. McClure, quarterback keeper, looks for some space, goes sideline, ducks his shoulder, but cannot get the first down. He is inside the 10, picks up 6, maybe 7. Looks like closer to 6, and it's going to be 4th down and 4. We'll see what Coach Young does here inside the 10.
You know, Duke, 3rd down conversions have been hard to come by this first half. The Braves, 1 of 5, and the Panthers, 1 of 5. Now, Star Valley did go 1 for 1 on 4th down. They converted, but as soon as Grant crossed that and converted, he was then stripped. So they do go for it. They have gone 1 for 1 so far, but obviously you want to hang on to that pigskin.
McClure is going to stay out, and the Braves offense will have it on a 4th and 4 at the inside the 10-yard line. Bread and butter. Pitch Thompson bounces across the grain and into the 5-yard line. I thought he might have the end zone, but tackled just shy of the goal line. It is enough to move the chains on a Wyoming National Guard 1st down. Tackled inside the 1-yard line.
Nice run there, power run from Grant, and I'm with you. I thought he was going to get across. There's a good angle. And if this was a different league, you might even get an official review. You're not getting one now, though.
7:47. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage as they go power offense now. Bread and butter again, and easy standing up. Grant Thompson scores Star Valley's 2nd touchdown of the game. This time from under a yard out, and with 7:43 to go in the 2nd quarter, it's Star Valley 13, Powell 0.
That play has been such a staple for this program over the last decade with Coach Young, and it's been refined. And when you got a guy like Grant Thompson, you only got to hold him for a yard. That is just a really tall order to ask.
Here's the PAT with Carpets Plus Color Tile and Christoph Bueller. Snap, hold, kick, 14-zip. Star Valley on top on the SVI Sports Network.
Live coverage of Star Valley Sports on the SVI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
While the Bank of Jackson Hole has grown over the years, our commitment to our clients and their financial well-being remains the cornerstone of our business. With responsive local decision-making and a true appreciation for the health of our community, our vision is to provide a banking experience that is all about you, the client. When it comes to navigating the local landscape, Bank of Jackson Hole has proven year over year that we know the way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Time to go back to the field with more live coverage of Braves football on the SVI Sports Network.
Grant Thompson converts on a 4th and 4 inside the red zone to set up 1st and goal from inside the 1. He'll finish off the drive, and the Braves score their 2nd TD of the game to lead up 14-0, 7:43 to play in the 2nd quarter. Here's the ensuing Christoph kickoff presented by Carpets Plus Color Tile in Afton and Thane, and a touchback. The Panthers were trying to set up some sort of reverse return, but into the end zone and can't do that.
Which I appreciate, but yeah, once you cross the plane, your foot in the high school level, it's just a touchback. And
let's send it out to Jake Hibbard for an update. A wild ending we hear in Kemmer and Lyman today in a close game. Jake.
Yeah, you heard Dals tell you earlier that Kemmer defeated Lyman 26-22. Well, here it is, 19 seconds left, 22-20. Lyman leading. That is Fox, the quarterback, inside Kyle Fox to Logan Emery. 19 on the clock, and 26-22 your final. Back to you.
Man, what a nice win for the Kemmer Rangers.
Yeah, they're 3-2 now
on the road.
Season.
On the road against a tough Coach Anderson squad. That's as probably good a start as Kemmer's had in quite a while.
Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio update from Jake Hibbard. Here's the handoff to the outside. A little bit of room outrunning Grant Thompson. And then hit and the cleanup tackle from Dylan Hershey. But it looked like Rowan Diaz was able to get up to about a 7-yard gain, maybe 8, up the sideline.
Some good space to run there. And I believe that's the long... Sorry, Duke.
Cody Seifert again. Go ahead.
That's the longest run of the night so far for the Panthers. It's been tough. 8 carries, 24 yards. Coach Merritt got to like that. 3 yards a carry.
Clock stopped after running out of bounds. 2nd and 2 from their own 28-yard line. And off again. Seifert tries to bounce it, stumbles, and can't get away from the Braves defense this time. Still fighting, though, but brought down shy of the 30. Valiant effort for Seifert after stumbling. We're going to be no gain on the play.
Do you know what I like about this play? Cooper Lancaster comes in, and Seifert's got a lower center of gravity, probably a little more strength in the lower body and upper body as well. But Cooper's like, I'm just going to hold you here until I get some help. That was a nice job.
Sets up 3rd down and 2 for the Panthers.
Like I said, 3rd down's been tough for both of these teams tonight. Panthers 1 of 5. Good chance to convert here, though.
Will Linford playing along the left side line. Tayson Titzer right in the middle of the defense as there's an option play. Quarterback keeps it and drags the tackler across the 30 for a 1st down. It went option. It was Wisniewski.
Yeah, I'll be honest. That's the first carry for Kiana Wisniewski, and I actually thought that'd be a little more utilized based on my guesses, but pulling it out here, and that's a nice play to have in your back pocket for 3rd and short.
Ball spotted at the 32-yard line. Powell still scoreless with 6 minutes to go before halftime. Braves leading at 14-0. Wisniewski again in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his right. Abraham motions out of the backfield to set up a receiver on the left side. Wisniewski looks that direction, flushed out, rolling to his right now, and fires into the turf and incomplete, threw it away. Nowhere to go, defense covering downfield, and 2nd and 10 after the incompletion.
Really good pressure there from number 87, Will Linford, and in fact, the Panthers got away with a hold there, a lot of jersey stretching, but Will fighting through it and providing that pressure.
Panthers will have it on their own 32-yard line. 2nd down and 10 to go. Wisniewski will have 1 man in the backfield with him. A couple tight ends, 1 tight end on either side. Motion sets up 2 receivers left. Wisniewski throws center and knocked away. Nicely done by Andrew Daniel. The free safety read it and jumped the route in front of the receiver and knocked it down.
Yeah, watch Andrew break on this ball. He gets there just at the exact right time. In fact, that was very nearly a pick. Great play from Andrew Daniel, and if you remember back on special teams, saved the Braves on a fumble recovery. So Andrew's having a nice game.
3rd and 10 after another incompletion with 5:41 to play 2nd quarter. Ball still spotted on the Powell 32-yard line for the Panther offense.
Powell did convert on their last 3rd down attempt. They're 2 for 6 on the day.
Wisniewski to throw. There's going to be a flag and a whistle to blow the play dead. Usually means something on the offense.
That's on the far sideline. They are pointing toward the Panthers.
Say offsides on the offense. Somebody lining up across the line of scrimmage. No, on the defense.
Okay.
So we read that wrong. Offsides on the defense. 5 freebies for the Powell Panthers. Puts the ball to the 37-yard line. And a 3rd and 5 now with 5:39 to go in the second quarter.
4 penalties totaling 30 yards for the Braves so far in this game. That changes your options here. I mean, the way this game's gone, you have a few more things you can look in your playbook for here on 3rd and 5.
Wisniewski again in the shotgun. We'll have a couple tight ends, 2 receivers split on either side. Under pressure, steps up in the pocket, throws it short, and batting it down was Coons. He had to dive for it. So did the receiver. Coons got there first, and another incompletion, 4th and 5. See what Coach Kistler does here. Ball spotted inside his own territory at the 37.
Some good pressure again up the middle. Saw Riley Erickson, 44, kind of forcing the hand of Wisniewski. And this has been a very traditional, old-style kind of 3A game, minus maybe a little more power running for the Braves, but some punts, defenses, actual punts.
Yeah, Alex Jordan will punt again. Braves back to return inside their own 30. Here's a much better kick. It does kind of go off his leg a little bit, but returnable and caught by actually Andrew Daniel, who was back to return the punt. He has a clean catch and gets a couple yards on the return, brought down at about the 38, 39-yard line.
Gotta love the confidence that Daniel's playing with tonight, maybe from those other great plays. That is not an easy play. You're running in basically 3/4 speed and pluck that thing right out of the air. Probably saved the Braves about 10 yards of field position at least, and good spot here to start this next drive for Star Valley. And 5:26, see if the Braves can add to this lead.
They're up currently 14-0 midway through this second quarter.
Just a little tidbit, Duke. Nobody other than Bryson Neal has caught a pass yet today for the Braves.
Here's Smith McClure in the shotgun. Thompson in the backfield. Daniel in motion. McClure steps up, fires, and caught by Bryson on the run on a dart. That was a bullet. That was hold down the rifle button on the controller and just fire it, and it's a catch, but another flag on the play, this one at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, that was so on the money. I don't know that Bryson was quite ready to bring that in, and that just hit him right in the breadbasket. Watch number 3 when this ball gets there if we can.
It's going to be an illegal motion, though, is the call. Yeah, it's a great pass and catch. I think what happened on the motion was Daniel cut up field a little too early. He was coming across the formation of motion and took those few steps forward just a little too soon.
I'll tell you what, though, very aptly described dart. That's what that was. However, result of the penalty, 1st and 15 for the Braves, and now a little more room to work with, a little more room to overcome, I should say.
1st and 15 after the penalty. 4 receivers. McClure will again throw. Short pass to Bryson, caught on the run, across the 40, 45, at the sideline, broken tackle, 51st down, up the sideline, 40, down to the 30. Neal pushed it out of bounds near the 30-yard line, and he pretty much got almost to the same spot he did on the last play. That one was all yards after catch, though, on the short pass, and it's 1st and 10 after a Wyoming National Guard first down.
And that is a gain of 42 yards. Man, he makes it look so easy.
First and 10, Coons in the backfield. 2 receivers with multiple tight ends. Shotgun McClure. Calls for the ball, looks to his right, back center, flushed out, back to his right and throws it away. Nobody open, and McClure gives up the football.
Powell's defensive front has done a pretty good job of getting some pressure on Smith up the middle a little bit. We don't always see that, or we haven't always seen that this year. I just want to go back to Bryson Neal real quick, Duke. 8 catches, 192 yards, and a touchdown in this first half so far. We still got 5 minutes left. It's making me wish I had that most receiving yards in a game right in front of me, and I don't. But I think
got to be pushing it.
But I think it's about 220, somewhere in that range. Taylor Keller, back in the day. If Taylor's listening, watching, Taylor, remembering you.
5:03 to go in this second quarter. By the way, Dow did the finger point at you, Taylor.
Yeah, I did the hey there.
Here's a quick handoff to Tittenser, and he will get some positive yards across the 20. down to the 15-yard line. Tayson will pick up about 5 on the second down carry. Comes with 4:50 to play. Second quarter, Star Valley up 14-0 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard, and the Braves now inside the Riverside Dental red zone at the 15-yard line.
So since I talked about Powell's yards per carry, the Braves, that's their 10th carry for 2 yards. Of course, all those sacks back in the first quarter.
Right. Defenses have played well on both sides, but Star Valley inside the red zone here again. Thompson sets up in the backfield to the right side. Receiver in motion is Daniel. This time a clean motion play, flicked it in the end zone, and almost a one-handed catch in the end zone for Neal, but dropped it incomplete. Sets up 4th and 5. Braves had a 4th and 5 last time they were inside the Crimson zone, and they'll probably go for it again here.
I was going to say, we've gotten so used to Bryson bringing some of these in. I'm actually, you almost look at this and go, oh, he didn't catch this one. Let's take a look at it again on the Fall River Propane replay. He just about. Boy, the couple of catches he had so far this year.
Timeout on the field. Star Valley takes it on SVI.
Vail Valley Construction is your local source in Star Valley for quality asphalt paving. Whether it's residential or commercial driveway or parking, Vail Valley will have it done with great service at a great price. To get started, visit availvalley.com.
That feeling you get when you realize your realtor not only sold your property, but saved you thousands of dollars at closing. Yeah, Assist to Sell the Realty team understands. Call Ashley Cranny or Mandy Jack today for a free market analysis.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive. It's gorgeous, and I get what I want.
I take my Caribou Ford to the Oregon Trail golf course.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I can check out inventory online before I go. Now that's service.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? Satisfaction.
We're Caribou Ford with top awards in the region for customer satisfaction because we're still keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
It's the SVI Sports Network with Duke and Dow and live coverage of Star Valley football.
Coming out of the Star Valley timeout, it is 4th and 5 for the Braves inside the Riverside Dental Crimson zone at the 14-yard line.
In one of those games, Duke, the Braves 1 for 6 on 3rd down, but 2 for 2 on 4th down, and it looks like they're going to try for a 3rd.
Cooper Lancaster in the backfield this time, along with Smith McClure. 2 receivers to the left. Motion that way from Hayden Morgan. He'll set up as the tight end. McClure rolls to his left. Pump fakes. Looks to the end zone. Fires to Lancaster. Caught on his fingertips and a touchdown. This time to Lancaster for the TD catch off the pump fake. And the Braves score on 4th and 5.
And I guess Bryson Neal's going to have to go to Cooper and say, hey, nobody catches passes but me today. First catch from somebody other than Bryson. Just the way things have gone so far. And great job of rolling out. Some nice touch here. And Cooper right on the fingertips. 15-yard touchdown catch.
Braves now lead at 20-0 with the PAT to come from Christoph Bueller. The attempt presented by Carpus Plus Color Tile. Here's the snap, the hold, and the kick is good. 21-zip Braves on the SBI Sports Network.
Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic have been serving the local community for over 25 years with residential, commercial, and construction services, along with porta potties and septic pumping. Please remember to always bag your garbage before placing it into your can. Even the smallest breeze can cause garbage to scatter everywhere as it is being dumped into our garbage trucks. For service and questions, visit StarValleyDisposal.com. That's StarValleyDisposal.com.
In the game of life, you don't want to fumble your internet connection. Silver Star is here for you. Whether it's game time or homework time, Silver Star won't fumble when you need us. No more lag, no more buffering, no more drop connections. Get connected today at silverstar.com and experience fast, reliable, fumble-free internet. Silver Star, your connection, your way.
Live coverage of Braves football continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
Pretty decent crowd of Star Valley contingency making the trip through the park and into Powell tonight for homecoming night for the Powell Panthers, but so far it's been the road Braves up 21-0. That time a touchdown catch for Cooper Lancaster, and the ensuing Christoph kickoff is into the end zone for another touchback presented by Carpets Plus Color Tile in Afton and Thane. How about another update on the Cody Evanston game tonight? Jake Hibbard, what do you got?
Well, guys, I have got a lot of touchdowns coming for you at halftime. Here's Grady McCartan with one. 50-some yards, I think. It's just another one for McCartan. It's 34-0, guys. And really quickly, take a look. Looks like Cody has just called a timeout. They're about to score again. Back to you.
Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio update. Thank you, Jake. 4:09 before halftime, and Jake will have some full halftime highlights for us from around the western side of Wyoming. On the way in just a few. Braves lead at 21-0.
Well, regardless of how these two games finish out, the one in Cody and the one in Powell, next week in Afton, Star Valley's homecoming with the Cody Broncs coming to town. That is going to be must-watch TV.
And when is it not between those two?
That's a great point.
Should be again next week in Afton. 4:09 to go. Panthers need some offense here. Trailing 21-0. Wisniewski, quarterback read option carry. Ball's loose, and it goes right into the hands of Star Valley. Oh, maybe. Do they get it? No.
I was going to say, I think 75 for the Panthers end up snagging that.
It was knocked loose by, I believe, Thompson, and it ricocheted up right into the hands of Coons and caught him by surprise. Why would you be waiting for that? And he can't quite come down with it. And you see Powell with the clean recovery.
Right there was a flag on that play. It's going to go against the Panthers, so they do save the possession, but it's going to cost them 10 yards. 7 penalties totaling 48 yards in this first half against Powell.
That's a quick Battleson Brothers Flooring battle stat in Afton, just south of the yard. Full battle stats coming up during the halftime coverage in 4:02 of game time as the ball pushed back to the 10-yard line and a 1st and 20 for the Panthers. Wisniewski to throw. Flushed out, rolls to his right, being chased across his body and almost caught, but it was Bryson Neild who jumped in front of the pass to knock it loose. It was almost caught by both receiver and defender, but drops to the turf.
You got to give Wisniewski credit for getting out of there and seeing somebody, but the decision to pass is clear back across your body. Probably not the best. It was a little late, and that was about a half a second from being a pick six for Bryson Neild.
Sets up 2nd and 20. Texting and driving. Everyone knows there's no and. You're either texting or driving. If you're typing or reading while behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. Whiteout reminds you, if you're texting, you're not driving. Here is the 2nd and 20 with 3:54 to go on their own 10-yard line for the Panthers. Wisniewski again will throw and gets it out and caught by Jordan in the flat, but smothered immediately and hit hard and brought down for just a 1-yard gain on the wide receiver screen.
It's been tough sledding for this Powell offense, not just because of the Star Valley defense, but just where they've been on the field. They've been backed up inside their own 15 nearly the entire first half.
They'll spot him for a modest 2-yard gain up to the 12-yard line.
Okay, I'll give him another yard.
3rd and 18 with the clock rolling down to 3:18 to go.
Panthers 2 of 7 on 3rd down in this first half.
Braves trying to force another 3 and out on defense. And if they can, force Powell to punt deep in their own territory. Man motions out of the backfield. Throw to the motion man, and then, he dropped it. Would have been an open field tackle, but he dropped it incomplete. 4th and 18, and the Panthers will punt again from their goal line.
I want to see this again on the Fall River Propane replay. It was kind of a half. I mean, he almost had it, and then kind of, okay, never mind. In real time, I thought maybe he had slowed the ball down enough that Roman might have had a shot as it was hitting the ground, but he didn't.
That's why we have a replay now.
And great job by our crew. Thank you, crew. They do a wonderful job. They almost, had to avoid all the buffalo on the way up here.
Yeah. Andrew Daniel had a punt return on the last kick, but this time we'll see Bryson Neild and Cooper Lancaster, the traditional returners, come in. Here's another short kick off the side foot and out of bounds. Caught by his own team on the sideline.
That's been tough sledding in this first half.
Well, when you punt with your heels on your goal line, that's a hard thing to do.
Field position has been against the Panthers this entire first half, and special teams has certainly been part of that.
2:52 to go in the second quarter of play. Star Valley with great field position here. They spot the ball on the 35-yard line And the Braves leading at 21-0. Star Valley trying to extend their winning streak. Go 6-0 on the season. Last time they lost was hosting Sugar Salem last season.
Yeah, they won 14 straight since then.
Of course, back-to-back titles coming into this season. And currently leading on the road in Powell by a score of 21-0. 2:52 to go in the third quarter. Thompson to the right side, hip of McClure, trips to the right side. 4 down linemen, they'll rush 5. McClure steps up, throws, has Lancaster caught at the 15. And Coop with another reception and a first down presented by Wyoming National Guard.
You know, Smith does throw some darts and some really accurate passes, but the receivers for the Braves, in particular Neal and Lancaster, they are just so crafty in the air. They just go, they can reach back and contort themselves to get themselves into a nice position to catch the ball.
Dylan Hershey lined up slot right. Lancaster wide right, Neal in motion to set up heavy on the right side. McClure rolls that direction, fires into the flat, caught by Neal and wrestled out of bounds near the sticks. It'll be inside the Riverside Dental Crimson zone, inside the 10-yard line. Abraham hauls him down for a 9-yard gain to set up 2nd and 1 inside the 10.
So Duke, with that reception, that puts Bryson Neal over 200 yards tonight. That is a rarity in the 96-year history of Star Valley football. There's not a lot of guys who can say they have caught 200 yards worth of passes in a game, and he's done it in the first half.
Timeout on the field, 2:18 to go before halftime on SVI.
Welcome to Star Valley Station, home of Skyview Lanes, Salt River Cinemas, and Some Dude's Pizza. Get ready for an unforgettable experience where entertainment and deliciousness collide. Let the fun begin.
Bill Neeb, I operate Teton Truss. We build roofing trusses, floor trusses, wall panels, and affordable homes. My relationship with Bank of Star Valley is very personable. I can call down to Thane, we're on a first name basis. I think Bank of Star Valley also uses character as well as credit score when it comes to making decisions. My dad once told me going into business, you need a personal relationship with your banker, and I get just that.
Live coverage of Braves football continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
Going to be 2nd and 1 for the Star Valley offense from the Powell 6-yard line. 2:18 to go before halftime with the Braves up 21-0. Going to have Thompson in the backfield. Shotgun with a few tight ends in this one for McClure. Lancaster, the lone receiver on the left side. He'll come across the formation of motion. Throw ahead to Cooper. Coons will block for him. Tries to spin. Will not have the goal line, but will have the first down. Enough to move the chains inside the 5 with a Wyoming National Guard first down.
I give credit to Powell right there. I actually thought with Jaden leading and Cooper getting the corner there, I thought he was going to have a great chance to score, and they shut it down. They did convert to get the first down, but nice job there of stopping. Look at that tackle. That's how you stop somebody with quick legs. You just make sure they don't go anywhere.
That'll do.
This lesson in physics brought to you by SVI.
First and goal from the 3 inside the Riverside Dental red zone. Same formation for Star Valley. Coons in the backfield. Number of tight ends, 1 receiver wide to the right. He comes in motion. Lancaster again, throw ahead to Cooper again. This time he cuts up the field and runs off tackle for the touchdown. That'll be a touchdown reception for Cooper, his 2nd of the game, with the Braves up 27-0.
That one set up again by a short field on special teams. Back-to-back catches for Cooper Lancaster. Here's a replay from Fall River Propane. He skirts in pretty easily. 4 catches, 43 yards, and a pair of touchdowns through the air for Cooper Lancaster tonight.
It's a fantastic seal block from Coulter Martinson to help open up that hole in the entire line. Doing their duty there as the PAT's good. 28-zip Braves on SVI.
Food insecurity is the foundation to everything. Every 2 weeks, the paychecks come in and the bills go out. After rent, water, power, fuel, and every other bill is paid, my account is generally under $20 until the next paycheck. This leaves very little to no money to stock the pantry with groceries for our family. But with the help from the Afton Food Pantry, I did not have to pick and choose between paying my bills or buying groceries. They lovingly opened their doors to my family and I when we needed it the most.
What's that sound?
Less stress with stress reducer. The soothing sounds of mating whales have been scientifically proven to reduce stress.
Less, customers can easily shop for tires and schedule services online, so when they come in, there's no stress.
Feeling relaxed yet?
I'm so far from relaxed.
No stress with Point S.
Here's Duke Dance, Al Erickson, and the SVI Sports Crew with more live coverage of Braves football.
Back-to-back touchdowns for Cooper Lancaster. The ensuing Kristoff kickoff presented by Carpets Plus Color Tile is a touchback in Afton and in Thane. Carpets Plus Color Tile. Braves lead at 28-zip. Now just $1:36 to go before halftime.
And the Panthers, at least the way this first half has gone, haven't really had any explosive plays. Of course, we'll go over that. That was one of the keys for the Star Valley defense in the pregame. But I look at this Powell offense, and again, Duke, I remind people I have never coached a game, so this is all this guessing. I was expecting a little more power run from Powell tonight. We've seen quite a few pass attempts, and with $1:36 left, if you're Coach Kistler, I think you're, worst case, you'd like to just go into the locker room with things as they are. But that means you probably need to run the ball here.
Minute 36 to go before halftime. Powell, 1st and 10 from their own 20. Here's a quarterback read. Keeper tackled from behind for a big loss on the play.
And that's number 8. I believe that's Hayden Crew Morgan. And forget what I said when I said run the ball.
Crew said, go ahead and run. What a great play coming across the backside. And just those read option plays take a little time, and it was enough for Crew to get there. You saw a shot of Dayton Schwab, and he left the game early with an injury.
Got to coach his arm around him. I don't like that. I hoping for the best, but that's tough.
He missed last week's game with an injury. He started tonight, but left in the first quarter. And his pads are off. 50 seconds to go and counting. Here's a traditional handoff and another tackle for loss in the backfield. And the Braves defense just having their way right now, and another TFL.
Duke, I don't know why they're not passing the ball. Okay, if you just joined us, you're like, wow, that guy, I was just saying they should run the ball, and they've run it twice for a loss of 6 yards. So
Dal, a late flag came in and an unsportsmanlike penalty against the Star Valley Braves. There was some chit-chat going on after the play where the tackle was made, and it kept on going, and the official threw the flag. So an unsportsmanlike conduct against Star Valley.
Don't like that kind of stuff. It's going to cost the Braves 15 yards, and that'll move the change for the Panthers and give them a little bit of life here. I know it's only 34 seconds, but the other team just gave you 15 yards. See if they can do something with it.
Coach Kistler has one timeout if he wants to try something downfield.
I'm looking at Powell, and I'm thinking your most explosive player, at least in my mind, is your quarterback. Is there a way you can get him in the open field somehow?
Wisniewski in the backfield, shotgun. Split receiver, slot in motion. Quarterback keeper right up the middle with the extra blocker, but just gives him a few yards. Defense stands him up and pushes him back. Again, a slew of defenders. Forward progress up to the 33 for a 3-yard gain. Well, Coach Kistler will let the clock run down to 20 and 18 seconds.
And Riley Erickson deserves a ton of credit on that stop. Wisniewski had a little bit of momentum, and Riley going all the way down to the ground to find Wisniewski's legs and make sure he wasn't going to go much further. That's a really unselfish play from Riley Erickson.
And the clock will expire without another play, and that will take us to your Star Valley Health halftime show, where the Braves lead it in Powell tonight by a halftime score of 28-0. Quite a few other games have already taken place, have already begun, or soon will begin. Let's get the rundown to open up our halftime coverage with Jake Hibbard of the Mountain Valley Mattress Company Studio Report. Mr. Hibbard.
Hey, thanks, guys. There have been a few games going on. The good thing, I take notes sometimes. No. So we had a 5 o'clock kickoff. So a lot of games are just getting started, and we'll get to those in just a moment. But some games that have gone already, let's talk about them. And the one game in the 3A West also going at 5 o'clock with the kickoff was Cody and Evanston. And I got one question for you folks. Are you ready to see some touchdowns? Because, well, roll the tape. All right, so Evanston hosting Cody, and Maddox Ball starts things off with a nice little dump over to Chase Hatch. That sets up a 1-yard touchdown for Owen Peterson to make it 8-0. That wasn't it, though. A little no huddle. Look at Evanston struggling to react to this defense. I got to back it up here a little bit. Now watch this. This is the effect of the no huddle defense. I was talking about Powell huddling. Cody doesn't huddle. Look at Evanston's defenders, especially in that second level, trying to look. There's a cornerback running out where the ball's going to go. Chase Hatch, that back left corner, boom, touchdown. All right, well, that makes it 15-0. You think they're done? Maddox Ball gets it 1 yard out for a keeper. That makes it 22-0. And here's Grady McCartan. Like I like to say, guys, you cannot stop Grady McCartan. You can only hope that the coach eventually takes him out of the game. Well, he's not quite out yet, but another score coming Cody's way. This one is back to Owen Peterson. Coach McFadden, it's like Oprah. Everyone gets a touchdown. And Chase Hatch, maybe a top play of the day. Can we see that one more time? That is a toe tapper. 41-0 at the half. Guys, look at this. Back corner. Oh, yeah, I just do ballet on the side. Some games that happened earlier. Kemmer and Lyman, it was 22-20 with 19 seconds left. A Fox dump-off goes to Logan Emery, and he finds a lane into the end zone. Nice blocking, and Kemmer comes away with a big win, 26-22 over Lyman in the last seconds. What a heartbreaker. I was watching that. We have one more game going on right now. It is Cokeville and Thermopolis, and Cokeville went up 14-0. This was their second score, and it's off in that back corner. I've got it. That's the guy. You probably couldn't see the football. Thanks, NFHS. But that was the guy scoring the touchdown. It was 14-0, now 14-14 at the half. We've got some other games kicking off right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at one of the games presently going on, our game of the week. There is no score right now. 0-0 in the first period. Buffalo just had the ball. Looks like they're sending it over Riverton's way. And then on some other scores around the state in Wyoming, what else do we have going on? Jackson has scored already on Green River. They lead at 7-0. And then in the 4A ranks, we have a score as well. Natrona County 7-0 over Laramie. Don't forget, looking at that Sheridan game, they're going for like the record, right? Yeah. I think I'm going to pick them. Dow, hat safe. Back to you.
Jake Gibbard with the Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio update and a great look at what's happening around the state. It is homecoming tonight for the Powell Panthers, and so they'll celebrate with their marching band and homecoming royalty here. But their team trailing the visiting Star Valley Braves by a score of 28-0. It's the Star Valley Health Halftime Show live on the SVI Sports Network.
These kinds of headaches can be literally incapacitating. They can change your quality of life. They can change your ability to work. They can change your ability to take care of your family.
I wasn't able to get up in the morning and get breakfast for my boys. As they went off to school, I wasn't able to help them. I had a hard time getting out to games, to plays, to activities that they were in. Dr. McClure has helped me get my life back, and I'm grateful for that because I can be so close to his office.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
On behalf of the Bank of Star Valley, we'd like to congratulate Smith McClure on being the Man of the Week. Congrats, Smith.
Play action. McClure throws, has a man, Neal down the field, open, caught, 10-5, touchdown! In motion, low snap, picked up by Smith, in trouble, eludes a sack, now he runs, Smith up the sideline, positive yards, 40, first down 30, and out of bounds.
This is the First Bank Sports Network, and here he is, Marty the Tortilla Monster from Alpine. Definitely a force to be reckoned with as he takes on this man, Cole Bring the Boom from Afton. Both of these two competing today in the First Bank Tortilla Challenge. As you know, the first one to spit out their water will lose. Each slapping round will begin with paper, rock, scissors, with the winner slapping the other with a dang tortilla. Now, here we go. The water is in the mouth, and paper, rock, scissors, shoot. And looks like Cole is going to win with some paper there. And here goes the wind-up. He's got a green tortilla. Wow, what a slap. We got to see that one again. Look at this placement. And, yes, jiggle in the jowls. But, looks like Marty just won the second round with scissors, so he's ready for some revenge. Look at that! Wow, what a slap! But still no water spewed. Who is going to spew? We'll be back after this.
This is Braves football and the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
Halftime coverage presented by Star Valley Health. And again, advanced, local, and personalized care. Visit starvalleyhealth.org. Now, of course, it is October. That means Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And Star Valley Health encouraging all women age 40 and older to get your mammograms and screenings done. You can do so this month, quite often at a discounted price with financial assistance available for those who need it. And you can get those screenings done all month long down at Star Valley Health. And visit starvalleyhealth.org for the details. Braves lead at 28-0. Let's take a look at that score by the numbers with the help of the Battleson Brothers Flooring halftime battle stats.
Well, first for the Panthers, through the air, Keanu Wisniewski, 5 of 17, 32 yards through the air on the ground. The Panthers, 13 carries, 25 yards, so been kind of tough to move this ball against the Star Valley defense. So 32 through the air, 25 on the ground, a total of 57 yards. Penalties, a big part of that first half for the Panthers. I'm sure the coaches are talking to him about that. 7 penalties, 48 yards in that first half for the Panthers, so shooting themselves in the foot just a little bit. No turnovers. The Braves did have 1 turnover in that first half. It didn't cost them any points, but Smith McClure, 13 of 23, 246 yards and 3 passing touchdowns in the first half. And doing most of that damage, Bryson Neal, 9 catches, 203 yards through the air, and a touchdown. He has become Star Valley's all-time leader in career receiving yardage, and we're halfway through the second conference game of his senior year, so a long way to go. 4 catches, 43 yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns for Cooper Lancaster. The Braves have not done hardly anything on the ground. 10 carries, just 3 yards, and the bulk of that story was 3 consecutive sacks from the Powell defense that took away any real rushing yards the Braves had. 1 rushing touchdown in that first half went to Grant Thompson. 6 penalties totaling 50 yards for the Braves. A total of 246 through the air, 3 on the ground. Total of 249 in that first half, and the Braves lead this one 28-0.
Al, as you look at those numbers, one thing I was not expecting today, a combined 62 pass attempts.
Yes.
Between these two teams in the first half. I don't think we've ever seen that in a Powell Star Valley game before. 62.
Yeah, well, it's just I guess I thought I'd see a little more power running in this first half, but yeah, there's been a lot of pass attempts for the Braves and the Panthers in this first half. We'll see if that changes here in the second, but I would echo that. Absolutely, I'm surprised too.
Stats presented by Battleson Brothers Flooring, Carpet One, Floor and Home, quality, price, and service. Located a block south of the Arch in Afton. That is Battleson Brothers, Carpet One, Floor and Home. Let's see if we can give away a gift certificate to Star of 89 and Swirl and Dow. If you haven't heard the big news, you want this gift certificate because something big is coming to Swirl in Afton.
Something delicious this way comes. It is October. Crumble cookies coming to Swirl in Afton about mid-month. I think he said the 17th. So that's pretty awesome stuff. And if you want to have a gift certificate to the first day of Crumble Cookies, you can win one right now with our in-game trivia brought to you by the Star of 89. The question today, the 62 combined points in the last Star Valley Powell game on this field was the most ever in the series. It was a 48-14 Star Valley win. The lowest point total between these two schools on this field was 8, or on a Powell field, I should say. Maybe that's a hint. What year was that? 307-203-4637. Going to make you earn that cookie here tonight for our trivia from Star of 89.
307-203-4637. First correct answer wins the gift certificate from Swirl. We'll take a break here from halftime coverage presented by Star Valley Health. Braves on top of Powell, 28-zip on the SVI Sports Network.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, it's not only about mining phosphate for production of crop nutrients that support western U.S. farmers and ranchers. It's about supporting our employees, neighbors, and local communities and their families. From providing quality competitive jobs to being an active partner in our local communities. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Passion for people and supporting local families by bringing Earth's resources to life.
For 18 years, Miles CPA has been your trusted partner in Star Valley, blending experience and expertise to support our community's financial needs. With a combined 75 years of experience, our dedicated team includes 3 skilled CPAs, along with 3 specialized bookkeepers. We're thrilled to welcome Amanda Wilford, our newest CPA, to the Miles CPA family. Together, we offer unmatched services in bookkeeping, payroll, business consulting, and tax preparation. Your financial success is our priority. Miles CPA, always a strong supporter of Star Valley Braves sports and activities. Go Braves!
B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
If you feel a burning in the back of your heel or lower calf that worsens with activity, you may have Achilles tendonitis. This often occurs as the result of repeated movements of certain sports, such as running, tennis, or basketball. Dr. Andrew McCall at Alpine Foot and Ankle is your local expert for Achilles tendonitis treatments and many more foot and ankle problems. To learn more and to schedule a consultation, visit alpinefoothandankle.clinic. That's alpinefoothandankle.clinic.
This is Braves football and the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
28-0 Star Valley on top in Powell tonight with Star Valley Health halftime coverage. Again, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month all through the month of October. You can schedule your mammogram and screening through Star Valley Health and get that taken care of. Visit starvalleyhealth.org for details. That is starvalleyhealth.org. Duke and Dow with you in Powell tonight where the Braves lead it in Powell's homecoming 28-0. Dow, we didn't have a chance to really recap this rivalry coming into the game. Let's do so now with the help of Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Well, the first game between these two programs started back in 1976. Overall, the Braves lead it 34-14. Here in Powell, it's a bit tighter. The Braves had the lead, but just 12-10, and they've won the last 3 and 6 of the last 9. We are halfway through the 49th meeting between these two schools, brought to you by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Bringing Earth resources to life. Visit Simplot.com. That is Simplot.com. And put him in the books. The Records Watch with the help of Star Valley Disposal.
You know what's interesting is Bryson was going for a lot of different records tonight, potentially. With 4 receptions, he put himself over 40. Well, he's got 9 in the first half. With 1 more reception in the second half, he would tie Chase Merrill for 4th on the career receptions list. With 2 more in the second half, he would tie Jason Lewis for 3rd. With 1 more touchdown, he would tie Cole Critchfield for that number in the season, most in the season. That's 3rd. And with 2 more, he would tie Chase Merrill, which is, of course, 2nd. And these he's already passed. He's blown past Wyatt Krog and blown past Chase Merrill, and Bryson Neal, you see him right there. He is Star Valley's all-time leader in career receiving yardage and has a great chance to move up on the receptions list as well. So Bryson having himself a ball game and having himself a career here at Star Valley High School, brought to you by Star Valley Disposal.
Some good names on that list, some of them in college right now playing at SUU and others.
I was just going to say, you look at the names on the list: Chase Merrill, Wyatt Krog, Chase Stewart's had a great year, Andy McCann years past. All these names in the last 20 years or so, they're all looking up. at Bryson Neal.
That's a check of the records watch presented by Star Valley Disposal. Residential, commercial, construction, and septic services. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com. Now let's see how the Braves have done so far with the keys to the game, presented by Assist to Sell, the Realty team.
Well, key number one was limit big plays. I had Powell with one 13-yard play, so I would say Powell, in my book, didn't have any big plays, which is what I term as 15 yards or more. Looking for the Braves to have 5 yards per carry on offense. Not even close in that first half. 10 carries, just 3 yards. We'll see if that changes in the second half. Third key was make Powell play the long field. Boy, that one turned out to be prophetic, as Powell had about 90 yards in front of him for the majority of that first half. And then the 4 horsemen, unfortunately, it kind of turned out to be the 2 horsemen. Haven't seen Roman get a catch, and then unfortunately Dayton Schwab is he's done for the night. His pads are off. But I was looking for the 4 different receivers to have a big game tonight. 2 of them having a great game. Roman, we may see him in the second half, and unfortunately, Dayton looks like his night is over. Hopefully that is just the extent of that. That's a look at your keys to the game, brought to you by Assist to Sell.
Local agents Ashley Cranny and Mandy Jack have the keys to your next home. Visit AssistToSellStarValley.com. That is AssistToSellStarValley.com. Braves lead at 28-0 during Star Valley Health halftime coverage. Let's send it down to Millie Kazare. She caught up with Coach Young heading into the locker room to get his thoughts on that first half with our Miles CPA sideline report. Millie.
I asked Coach his thoughts on the second half. He told me he wasn't very happy at the beginning of the game. They anticipated that they would load up on and play cover 0 with a lot of pressure. He said they just didn't handle it very well early. He wants to have good run. He wants to have a good run game against a good defense. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Millie Kazare, with the analytic breakdown. Nicely done, Millie.
I'm a little nervous. Millie's going to take my job here. She's an 8th grader, and Millie, I need my job, okay?
It's the Miles CPA sideline report. Miles CPA in Afton and in Alpine. Braves lead at 28-0. Now I think we have a winner. We'll give you the answer to the trivia question when we come back from Powell High School. Braves lead 28-0. And the Star Valley Health halftime show on the SVI Sports Network.
Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home is clearing stock with massive discounts. Right now, while supplies lasts, find select LVP and carpet 50% off. Battleson Brothers also has over 8,500 square feet of hardwood, normally $7.99 per square foot, but currently just $3.99. And choose select tile for just $1.99 per square foot. Come see the flooring professionals, located 1 block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
And we're back with the First Bank Tortilla Challenge. Right now, both Cole of the Afton branch and Marty from Alpine have each had 1 slap so far, but no spewing yet. Remember, the first one to spew the water out of their mouth loses. Looks like Cole won that paper, rock, scissors. And ouch, you can hear the pain in Marty's voice there. That was not good, but a little chippy now as tortillas are flying all over the place. Marty will win that paper, rock, scissors, and whoa, he's doubling up on the tortillas. Is that even legal? But a swing and a miss. Look at his fancy dancing move from Cole. He'll barely miss that, but still no spewing. But here we go with paper, rock, scissors again. Marty wins that one, and whoa, a quick slap. Look how the tortilla bounces off of Cole's face, and then it slaps the legs of the camera. That had some great power behind it. But still no spewing from either one of these. Who do you think's going to spew first? Will it be Marty or Cole?
The Lincoln County School District No. 2 Transportation Department is currently hiring bus aides for the current school year. Earn extra side cash while helping out the local students. Starting wage for business aides is $16.75 an hour. No experience is necessary and all training is paid. Get started and fill out an application. Visit lcsd2.org. That's lcsd2.org and click job openings. Become a bus aide and enjoy a great way to earn some part-time income.
This is Braves football and the Star Valley Health halftime show on the SVI Sports Network.
Halftime coverage with the help of Star Valley Health. Braves leading at 28-0 in Powell tonight at the half. Now let's see who is the winner of that trivia question and the gift card at Star of 89 in downtown Afton.
Well, recapping the question, the 62 combined points in the last Star Valley Powell game on this field was the most ever in the series. That was a 48-14 Star Valley win. The lowest point total between these two schools on a Powell field, I probably should say, was 8. And I asked, what year was that? Gave you a little hint there. It wasn't on this field. It was a bit further back, and we do have a winner. It was 1983, an 8-0 Star Valley win.
Now we have 2 correct answers. They
Nice.
came in back-to-back. And so, of course, we'll go with the first correct answer. The phone number ends in 3287. 3287. Congratulations. You are the first correct answer, and you win that gift card courtesy of Swirl in downtown Afton. Of course, you can stop by for their Froyo flavors. Soup is back on starting this week, so you can get some great soup, breadsticks, and grilled cheese sandwiches new this year at Swirl, and crumble cookies coming later this month to Swirl. So, I mean, get your sugar on. Let's get it done, get it taken care of. Go to Swirl. Congratulations to our winner. Phone number ends in 3287. 3287. Follow Star of 89 on Instagram and Facebook for updates. Dow, worth mentioning here again, we came back with that shot of Dayton Schwab. This has been an injury-riddled team in the last couple of weeks, and Dayton missed last week. He's out tonight. He left first quarter. His pads are off, and his night is done. Garrett Carlson's out for the season. Hoping to get Wyatt Martini back and Mount Altia back, but they're out tonight, and that's just some of the injuries in this team for the Braves.
And those really are unfortunate, and we have no idea what Dayton's status is other than when the pads come off, it's a safe guess that they're done for the night, and that's all we know. We know that Garrett Carlson is done for the year, returning All-Stater, so that's tough. Talked to Garrett a couple times, and, man, he's got a great attitude and understands, sometimes that happens. But, yeah, I was surprised Wyatt Martini wasn't dressed tonight. I didn't know about that, but so hopefully you get him back. But it also gives some of these other guys a chance to shine and step up a little bit. 2 guys that have stood out to me, Duke, that don't get on the field as much, that maybe have gotten on the field more tonight. How about Andrew Daniel? Andrew Daniel's having a great game tonight. And then Will Linford, I noticed him as well, having a couple of nice plays. Those are 2 guys, I don't know if they play as much as some of those other guys are on the field. And so hats off to them. Hopefully everybody can get it back as healthy as they can. But next guy up for the Braves, and they performed well.
Absolutely have. They have a 28-0 lead, and that's going to do it for our Star Valley Health halftime show here on SVI. Star Valley will kick off to open up the second half of play, and Christoph kickoff presented by Carpets Plus Color Tile will be fielded at the 1, fake the reverse. Returner's going to have it to the 5, return up to the 15, 20, sideline 30, and here he goes. 40, 45.
Boy, there's a hole.
Christoph at the 30, and there was a hole, but they're going to get away with it, and it's a touchdown return. Alex Jordan on the fake reverse return takes it to the house, up the sideline. That will go down as a 99-yard touchdown return to give the Powell Panthers some life and score for the first time on the night.
Well, they were trying to set this up previously, Duke, and they weren't able to do it because it went into the end zone, and it was called for a touchback. This time they set it up, and they're going to get those 99 yards and a touchdown.
17 seconds into the half, and Powell has a score. 28-6 now. Ensuing PAT. Alex Jordan on the return. Wisniewski will hold. And the kick is away. And Agee knocks it through. 28-7 on SVI Sports.
My name is Anna Altbell, and since I was young, Desi's dance studio has been like a second home to me. Dance has always been my favorite language, and Desi's gave me the space to embrace it 100%. Whether it was ballet, tap, lyrical, or ballroom, I knew there were always 2 things I could count on: supportive instructors and lifelong friends. The confidence and identity I have today are all thanks to my time at the studio.
For more information and to get started, visit Desi'sDance.com. The winter sledding season will be here before you know it. Make sure you're ready for the best winter yet by making your reservations at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton, Wyoming. The resort is located just minutes away from some of the best backcountry sledding in the Rocky Mountains, regardless of experience. And with plenty of trailer parking and a large complimentary breakfast, there is no place better to stay while you enjoy the Wyoming winter. Book your stay today by visiting KodiakMountainResort.com.
Live coverage of Braves football continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
Perfect way to start the second half on homecoming night for the Powell Panthers, trailing 28-0 until Alex Jordan goes 99 yards to the house on a kickoff return for touchdown. 28-7 now. Panthers will kick off, and this will go out of bounds, and it will be a procedure penalty against the Panthers, so the Braves will have good field position. Let's send it out to Jake Hibbert, another game break update for the Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio. Jake.
Guys, this just happened, so bear with me as I figure out what's going on. So that's Aiden McConkle for Buffalo, leading Riverton 6-0, and a deep pass. That's out to Jerron Sutton. It's 14-0, guys. 14-0, Buffalo leading Riverton. Back to you.
Thank you, Jake. That was one of the big games, top 5 matchup on the east side of the state of Wyoming we were watching tonight.
I've done a couple of games in the Bison Bowl, Duke. It is a fantastic venue. You do not want to be the opposing team. That is a tough place to win.
So Star Valley's offense will come out on the field. First and 10 from the 35 after the kickoff went out of bounds after Powell took it to the house on the opening kickoff of the second half. Braves still with the lead, but now down to a 21-point margin. It's 28-7 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. 11:43 as Neal comes in motion. The Braves' all-time yards receiving leader now in program history. McClure goes deep downfield to Bryson and overthrows him and incomplete.
Had plenty of time. I will say Powell has done a pretty consistent job of getting pressure up the middle. Smith does a pretty dang good job of rolling out most of the time. That did catch up to the Braves on those 3 consecutive sacks back in the first quarter. But other than that, they've kind of been forcing McClure out of the pocket, and some of those are by design as well. That one just didn't quite develop how they wanted.
Second and 10, still from the 35. They go heavy on the right side formation. One receiver wide to the left is Bryson. And lost the ball. There's going to be 3 flags. All fly in to blow the play dead.
I'm assuming that's on the Braves, but I have no idea.
False start on the offense is what happened. Let's take a look at it here and see what went down. And, yeah, just a late snap. Resulted in a fumble. So for Star Valley, I'm sure you, of course, are going to rather take the penalty than lose possession of the football.
7 penalties, 55 yards for the Braves. Both of these teams have got 7 penalties on the night, similar yardage totals.
Now 2nd and 15, 3 receivers to the left. Andrew Daniel flanked wide left side. Bryson up top to the right. McClure steps up, fires to Neal, and off his fingertips, but a flag. They're going to get pass interference as Jordan Larrera was there a little early, disrupted Neal getting up to the football and incomplete, but a flag.
And he still about brought it in. Let's look at it again here on the Fall River Propane replay. Some of them have been complete and some of them haven't, Duke, but I have been pretty dang impressed with Smith McClure's accuracy tonight. This ball is pretty much right where it needs to be.
The penalty will result in a first down, a 15-yard variety to the 45-yard line.
8 penalties totaling 63 yards for Powell so far tonight.
11:31 still remains in the third quarter. Star Valley with their opening possession of the second half. It's 28-7 Braves. McClure, screenplay, caught in the open field by Neal. Makes a man miss to the 40, 30, blockers, 20, sideline, tackled around the knees at the 15-yard line, and again, yards after catch to add to his total for Bryson Neal. Puts it all the way down inside the Riverside Dental red zone. 11:15 to go in this third quarter, and the Braves looking at a 1st and 10 from the Powell 14.
10 catches, 243 yards for Bryson Neal.
It's got to be a single-game record, right?
I am pretty dang sure it is. I think the old record was in the 220s. I'll have to confirm that, but I'm pretty dang sure. Wow. We just started the third quarter.
Yeah, still plenty of game. Basically a whole half still left as McClure goes back to Bryson, caught inside the 10 and tackled near the 5. Really close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him about a yard short for 9 more. Star Valley will go no huddle. Oh, there's a hurt Panthers, so this will take some time here as Panther on the turf. And the clock will stop at 10:36 to go in the third.
I do want to just throw this out there, Duke. One of the things we were keeping track of for Bryson as far as the receiving numbers. That is his 11th reception. So that now moves him into a third-place tie with Jason Lewis. Jason played from 2009 to 2011. And Bryson continuing to climb a bunch of different lists today.
Injured Panther on the field will take an injury timeout and return after this on the SBI Sports Network.
As a small business owner, we know you want to take care of your team. Introducing MemberCare, Star Valley Health's membership healthcare program. Through our new program, you can provide your team healthcare benefits at our primary care and urgent care clinics, including essential services like lab tests, x-rays, and urgent care visits, bundled into a plan that fits your budget. Your employees support your dream every day. Here's one more way to keep your team happy and healthy. Learn more at starvalleyhealth.org.
It's Powell's quarterback, Kiana Wisniewski, who was hurt on the play defensively. He's able to get off the field on his own power, but pretty gingerly as he walks to the bench. Here's 2nd and 2. Empty backfield for Smith McClure inside the Riverside Dental Crimson Zone. McClure rolls to his right, being pressured, fades away, and throws it away.
Hey, nice snag, whoever that is.
Stops the clock at 10:28 to go, and Star Valley from the Powell 6-yard line will have 3rd and 2. Third down has not been kind for the Braves in the red zone, Dow, but 4th down has been extremely kind.
Yeah, the Braves 3 for 3 on 4th down. We'll see what they do here on 3rd and short. On the night, they're 1 for 6 on 3rd down.
Clock is stopped after the incompletion at 10:28 to go in this 3rd quarter. Braves leading by 21 and threatening to score again from the 6-yard line. 3rd and 2. Coons in the backfield with McClure in the shotgun. Heavy set to the left side. Man in motion, throw ahead to Neal. He has hit the backfield but breaks the tackle and can't get away from the second rush. And this time Bryson is held to no gain on the play, so those red zone 3rd down woes continue. But as we've mentioned, Braves have converted and even scored on 4th down inside the Crimson Zone. See if that continues here on this play with a 4th and 2 from the 6.
Just want to throw this out there, Duke, as well. Smith McClure, 3 yards away from hitting 300 in the game. I mean, we kind of got used to his older brother Taft throwing for 300, but Smith generally has kind of been a 200, 100 kind of guy. That would be interesting.
Big formation, fullback, tailback. Thompson pitched to him. Grant will have the 1st down, and, well, maybe. It's close. I thought he was going to get a few more. He needed just across the 5, and they do put him just across the 5. No signal, no signal. They're looking at it. They're going to measure. They're going to give it to him. 1st down.
Pretty close, though, wasn't it?
They were extremely close, so they do give him the 1st down. Set up a 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. And they are going to measure, actually, Dal. I wonder if the Powell sideline requested it.
Based on this other angle that we had from the other side of the field, it looked like Grant was about to the 4. So I think that's a really good spot by the officials. So we'll see if it's enough. I think it is.
Stretch out the chains here. Woo! Can't tell from that angle.
By that much. By about half the football was all, though.
So it will be good enough for a Wyoming National Guard 1st down. As Star Valley will have it, 1st and goal now from the 4. Coons remains in the backfield as McClure this time goes into the shotgun. Roman Erickson, tight end right side. Lancaster receiver to the left. Cooper goes across the formation. Play action, rolling, has Cooper in the end zone, but he's covered now, and he goes back behind to the 3rd read option. Is caught for the touchdown.
And 21.
A.J. Hale.
Oh, okay, yeah. A.J. had a touchdown last week as a defender. He recovered a fumble in the end zone, gets himself in the end zone on offense this week.
I think it was the 3rd read on this play. As you see McClure go through his progressions on the rollout, find A.J. in the end zone. And the lead back up to 27 with the pending PAT from Carpets Plus Color Tile in Afton and in Thane. Snap, hold, and Kristoff remains perfect on the night. 35-7 Braves on SBI.
Hey Braves fans, now you can follow your favorite players during the game with a complete Star Valley football roster online, including player pictures and bios. Scan the code on your screen or visit svinews.com/football roster.
Have you heard how you can earn some extra cash from Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union? Bring us any new or refinanced auto, ATV, or RV loan, and we will give you 1% back in cash. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, OAC, member NCUA.
At the University of Wyoming, ideas come to life. It's where the spirit of innovation and boundless curiosity fuel our hunger for knowledge. It's where the past meets the present and our students shape a brighter future.
I'm a student athlete.
I'm a musician. I'm a mentor.
And I'm a cowboy.
The world needs more cowboys.
Live coverage of Braves football continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
A.J. Hale on the touchdown reception from 4 yards away. And with 9:25 to go in the third, Braves lead at 35-7 in Powell. The ensuing Kristoff kickoff is returnable this time inside the 15. This time they will do the reverse return up the sideline, and here they go again. 40, 50. This time Kristoff is not held, and he will bump him out of bounds inside about the 45-yard line, but another big return. Kristoff able to save the touchdown return.
Tell you what, another huge chunk, though, by the Panthers. And, yeah, if not for Kristoff coming in and using the sideline, able to push him out, you'd be looking at another special teams touchdown.
That was Jordan Larrera on the return, and it gives Powell great field position up to about the 44-yard line. Comes with 9:15 to go in the third. And Wisniewski is in the game. He left on the last series defensively with an injury. You can tell he's still a little gimpy running in, but he's going to play.
That whole Star Valley series, he was on this trainer's table getting attention, so that bears watching.
So Wisniewski, not at 100%, is in the game, and we'll see what he can do here with the Powell offense trailing by 28. He'll hand off to split tailbacks, and great field form tackle and driving is Roman Erickson.
Man, that was well done by Roman.
It's going to be a 3-yard game, but he went low, kept those feet driving. Here's a look at it on the Fall River Propane replay. 2nd and 7 up and coming.
And a good job. You had kind of battling through a block and then not giving up. Coach Clark's looking at that going, you sure you want to play basketball, Roman?
41-yard line for Powell after the big return. 2nd and 7. Clock rolls down to 8:40 remaining to go in the third quarter. 2 receivers to the left side for Wisniewski. Tailbacks again split to either side in the shotgun. Wisniewski, keeper, runs to the 40, has a little room up to the 35 and bumped out of bounds inside the 35-yard line. Cooper Lancaster came to lower his shoulder and bump Wisniewski out, but that will be enough for a first down for the Panthers. They're down to the 31.
Looked pretty good on that one. Wisniewski did.
Didn't seem to be bothered by that knee, but you could see him running in. He's still favoring it a little bit. But
he probably wasn't at full speed on that run, but still fast enough to lower your shoulder and get that first down. That was a nice play.
1st and 10 now from the 31-yard line. Wisniewski lost the ball. It's on the ground, and the Braves will have it. Roman Erickson on the fumble recovery. It was a clean snap to Wisniewski in the shotgun, but he lost the ball. A flag comes in late. This will be after the play, but it is going to be Star Valley football after Roman Erickson covers up the fumble. You assume this will be after the play based on how late the flag came in. Here's the replay.
It's sitting right about at the line of scrimmage.
Officials will talk this one over.
Sorry, unfortunately, just a little bit out of frame there, but sure looks like the Braves are going to have the football, but not sure where it's going to be.
Well, spotted at the 35. We still haven't seen the call and who this flag is on and what it is. If it's after the play stands. But
you know what? I take that back. Does this look like the Star Valley defense is coming back out?
Personal foul on Star Valley. And I guess it must have been during the play because the offense is coming out.
I say they've kind of shifted back and forth a little bit there.
So they'll mark this off from where the fumble was recovered at about the 35-yard line. That's where they have spot it now. Star Valley's huddling. They still haven't moved the ball, though. So
it's going to be 15 yards, so it's going to be back at the 20-yard line.
Now they're pushing the offense back, and they had to get the right ball out. So that's
okay.
So they switch around the players, switch around the ball.
I wonder if back in 1983 in that 8-0 game they had different balls for each team. I'm going to go ahead and say probably not. Probably had one ball for the whole season. That's all you get.
And it had a lump in it.
And we liked it. We liked it just fine.
That's right. Well, as it all turns out, Star Valley does get the turnover. The penalty pushes them back to their own 20-yard line, but it is 1st and 10 for the Braves after Roman Erickson recovers the fumble. 35-7 with 8:19 to go in the third quarter. Braves on top with the ball. Across the formation, McClure collects a high snap, and he'll run out of real estate on the keeper. Gets about a yard up to the 21-yard line.
I would say out of every game that we've seen so far this year, Duke, Powell has done the best job on keeping Smith McClure either in the pocket or in front of him. He has not hurt them tonight with his legs, and that has been a rarity this year.
Have a game break update from Jake. We'll go to him soon as we can here in this drive, an update on the Jackson Green River game. Interested to see how that one turns out
too.
Inside the 3A West.
I kind of put myself out there, especially since, I'm from Star Valley. I thought Jackson was going to handle that game.
Well, I believe this is Phoenix in to play quarterback on this play. Hovey will throw, and it's tipped away in the backfield and incomplete. Was trying to get Thompson. Not sure why Phoenix was in, but McClure looks to be on the sideline, and he's kind of bent over, so not sure what's happening with McClure, but he's currently not in the game. Phoenix Hovey, for the second time tonight, has had to come in and spot McClure for a couple plays. McClure took a big shot as he threw the ball in the first half, and now, I don't know, McClure's still over on the sidelines.
Well, in a game like this, let's be honest, you look at the scoreboard, it may not be checking his left arm there. You can see Kelly the trainer. I know she's got a full name.
Yeah. And so Hovey remains the quarterback. Empty backfield, 5 receivers, and one of those 5 receivers went early. And that will be a 5-yard penalty on the Braves on a 3rd and 9 from the 21-yard line to set up 3rd and 14 for Hovey.
Duke, again, I'm not trying to nitpick here, but 9 penalties, 75 yards on the Braves. Yeah, you're up in this one. You're well in control of this one. That's not going to cut it next week against Cody. And the last 2 weeks, the Braves have picked up too many penalties, not just administrative penalties like, a false start or an offside, but they've had it unsportsmanlike. They've had personal fouls. If you have those next week, you're going to lose.
Here's the 3rd and 14 now from your own 16-yard line. Phoenix Hovey in to play quarterback. 5 receiver set, shotgun. Hovey throws, nice pass, but intercepted. Bobbled and dropped. Oh, looked like it was going to be intercepted, but bobbled. He was trying to hit Bryson Neild. Couldn't connect. The defender had an open look, bobbled the pass, and dropped the interception.
Loera he's going to be thinking about this one in his sleep tonight. 1, 2, 3, and then he's probably
almost had it off his foot.
Yeah, and then he's probably looking at the ball going, seriously, ball, you can't help me out a little bit.
So that will be 4th and 14, and we'll see the Star Valley Braves punt here. Kristoff gets it away. End over end kick will be fielded at the 41. Broken tackle, return to the 50, 45, and tackled inside the 40. So good field position for the Panthers on offense. Let's send it out to the Jake Hibbard Mountain Valley Studio update and Green River Jackson. Jake.
Yeah, guys, look at this. Jackson up 2 touchdowns already. That's a nice screen pass, right? Green River's got him. Wait, is he still on his feet? He's gone! Touchdown! 21-0.
Thank you, Jake Hibbard. So Jackson on top by a number of scores over Green River so far in the game. Here's the 1st and 10. Another nice return on special teams for Powell, that time on a punt. Sets him up at the Star Valley 39-yard line. 7:23 to go in the third quarter.
Still a lot of time in this third quarter. It's been kind of a slow ticking third.
Here's a handoff up the right tackle. Gain of 4 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Panthers.
Foley with that carry. And about 4 yards on that one. 16 carries, 39 yards on the ground so far for the Panthers tonight. Wisniewski coming in at the play, and he's still got a little bit of a hitch in his giddy-up.
He was hurt a few series ago defensively. Didn't miss any offensive snaps and still taking some here 2nd and 6. We'll keep an eye on McClure. He had to leave for Star Valley in the last set. Here's another handoff to the tailback. Collision at the line of scrimmage and pushed backwards forward progress. We'll give him 2 yards up to the 33.
And Grant Thompson helping finish him off, but number 70, Ryan Talbot, in there really blowing that play up. Nice play from Ryan.
Sets up a 3rd and 4 here for the Powell offense. Ball spotted on the Star Valley 33-yard line. Panthers again will break their huddle and have 2 split backs in the backfield once again. Tight end to the left side. Here's a quarterback keeper for Wisniewski, but tackled in the backfield by Roman Erickson. Held him for a 1-yard gain, so not a tackle for loss because Wisniewski fell forward on the ankle tackle, but another great play behind the line of scrimmage.
You got to be impressed with Roman's tackling form, going low, below the knees, wrapping up, making sure those ankles can't go anywhere. And that's the second time he's done that here in just the last few minutes here in the third quarter.
Of course, Roman, a sophomore, had the game winner, the walk-off touchdown reception at Sugar earlier this year. And making plays now on defense here tonight in Powell.
The youngest of a very successful sports family.
5:16 to go. Powell will go for it on 4th and 3 from their own 30, from the Star Valley 32. Here's a play action. Wisniewski sets his feet, throws up and caught inside the 20, and it is going to be enough for the first down. Worked over to that side where Dayton Schwab would normally be playing corner, and of course he's out. And great coverage, but the catch still made out there, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Panthers with 5 minutes remaining to play in the third quarter.
About 14 yards on that gain, and hats off to Alex Jordan going up and getting that. In coverage there for the Braves was 24, Travis Thompson. Called his name a couple times. He's in there as a sophomore.
3 running backs in the backfield. Here's a handoff to the second tailback, and it doesn't work. Star Valley's defense swarms him, and the 2 extra fullbacks didn't get enough blocking. Loss on the play of about a yard.
Watch this again. You see Jaden Coons coming in 39, Riley Erickson 44, Cooper Lancaster number 1 in there as well. It takes a village, and they had one right there.
Ball from the 19-yard line. Again, a little diamond formation, 2 fullbacks and a tailback. Well, actually, kind of an offset eye look with a pitch back to the tailback, broken tackle, but another big collision. Grant Thompson says that is far enough, and it's a 1-yard gain. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
I know we use these terms a lot, but Grant Thompson is a horse. He really is. 3rd-year starter for the Braves on a team that barely ever loses in his career, and these are the plays kind of why. He comes in, he arrives with a lot of physicality on offense and on defense. He's got a ton of experience, and, man, look at him just saying you're not going any further.
Here's a 3rd and 10 for Powell. Again, 3 in the backfield, but this time a play action. Under pressure, thrown and left it short. Had to get rid of that quickly because 2 men in the backfield rushing the quarterback and putting him under pressure.
Let's take a look at it here and see if we can identify those players. Wisniewski having to get rid of that before he wanted to. And
I believe Ryan Talbot and
Will Linford in there, 87.
Will Linford. Sets up 4th and 10. Of course, Coach Kistler will have to go for it here inside the red zone.
And I believe this is the first 4th down attempt for the Panthers tonight. And of course, you're going to go for it in this situation.
Comes with 3:12 to go. Third quarter, Star Valley up 35-7. Empty backfield, 5 receivers for Wisniewski. Hard count, Star Valley does jump, and that's 5 freebies. So 4th and 10, now 4th and 5 on another Star Valley penalty. Pushes the ball inside the 15-yard line. Set him up at the 13 for 4th and 5. 3:12 remaining in the third quarter.
10 penalties on the Braves in this game, totaling 80 yards. That's a lot of penalties. 10 penalties is a lot of flags.
Wisniewski will break the huddle. 4th and 5 from the 13-yard line. Braves defense trying to get a stop inside their own red zone. Show pressure up the middle. Hard count again. This time the Braves don't jump. Wisniewski resets. Calls for the ball and he'll throw. Rolls right. Fires. Caught and tackled shy of the first down. There'll be a turnover on downs. It was Cooper Lancaster who came up to make a great hit, and he actually jars the pass loose. Incomplete. Didn't hang on to it because of the hit from Cooper, and the Star Valley offense will take over after the turnover on down.
Cooper, one of those kids, couple of receiving touchdowns on offense, but he has been pretty tough defensively as well. We've seen him make some tackles. He's been in on some, and right there.
Well, he did catch it. So.
I said, yeah, I thought he caught it, but.
Like I saw an incomplete motion, but he did hang on, but it's not enough for the first down. 3:06 to go in the third, and Smith McClure is back out on offense. He left the game in the last series. Hovey finished up for him, and now he'll throw on first down. Caught by Bryson, makes a man miss, and then upended near the 18-yard line. Positive yards for Neal of about 6, maybe 7 yards. Still inside the 20. Mark him at the 18, so 2nd and 3.
Well, we're in some rarefied air now. Bryson Neal, 13 catches, 261 yards tonight. I mean, a 300-yard receiving night? I never thought I'd see that in my career, ever. For a Star Valley player, ever.
For any player, any level.
But especially Star Valley. I grew up with such a power-running program. I just never thought I'd see anything like that.
McClure looks to his right, steps up, flushed. Rolls right, now steps all the way back near the goal line, rolls back to his left, fires deep, looking for Roman, up, and it's actually caught by Lancaster at the 40 and tackled across the 45.
Late flag, far sideline. That came out right by the coaching staff and the Star Valley sideline. I'm not sure what that is.
There's another one down where the pass was thrown as well, the 5-yard line.
I think that's going to be roughing the passer. Smith took a really big shot after he released that ball down the field.
So as it stands, and it won't stand because they're marching it back, 2 flags on the play. And I think it was a hold on the offense was the call back by the quarterback. So it'll be, instead of a big play for Cooper on the big catch, it's going to be marked back. Smith just threw it up there, trying to give his receivers a chance to make the play. Roman was in the area, but Cooper flew over and snagged it.
And quite honestly, the Braves have receivers that will help bail you out in those situations, and you saw that, even though it's not going to count.
2:13, now 2nd and 12. From inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line. McClure again, empty backfield, will throw with 5 receivers. Hits Cooper flat, short, and he will be tackled near the 15-yard line. It's a chunk of yards back to make it 3rd and 6. So under 2 minutes to go. Star Valley will need the 21-yard line to move the sticks.
Smith McClure tonight, Duke, 322 yards passing, 4 passing touchdowns. He's taken some hard shots tonight as well, even on that last play, which, turns out to not going to show up in the box score, but tell that to Smith's ribs.
Powell rushes 5. McClure finds the open man. Bryson jukes his way up across the 20 and will have enough for a Mountain America, or for a first down with the Wyoming National Guard to move the chains with 1:26 to go in the 3rd quarter. And Bryson and McClure both continue to add to their total tonight. Ball moved up to the 23.
Did you mention that'll move the chains?
5 receivers again for McClure. 5 down linemen again for the Panthers. They rush all of them. McClure steps up, flushed out, rolls to his left. He'll tuck it and run. Has room, 30, 35, 40. Jukes to the 50 and brought down around the knees at midfield. Another first down presented by the Wyoming National Guard. Spotted at midfield, and Star Valley another first down with 1:10 to go. And the Braves lead at 35-7.
Well, the good news for Smith is that 17-yard run now puts him into the positive after all those sacks in the first quarter. 7 rushes, 2 yards for Smith McClure.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Thompson again in the backfield. Shotgun for Smith. All right at the 50-yard line. McClure calls for the ball, steps back, now steps up, fires deep, sideline, man-to-man coverage, and caught.
Are you serious?
Caught? It is caught. What a catch on the far sideline by Roman Erickson.
Man.
Coverage was perfect. The pass was even better, and the catch topped it all.
Look at him bring this in. That is absolutely awesome.
What a play by Roman Erickson.
36-yard reception for Roman.
What else do you say? I mean, it's just that's incredible.
I don't know.
The catch, the throw, all of it.
Yeah, Smith dropping that thing right in the bucket.
Puts him inside the Riverside Dental Crimson Zone. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. McClure looks to his right. A little back route is going to be caught for about a 5-6 yard gain on the far side. I think that was Roman Erickson again on the reception.
You know what's been kind of interesting about Roman? It seems like when he does start to catch the ball, he catches them in bunches. We've seen that a few times this year. 2, 3 receptions right in a row.
And that will take us to the end of the third quarter. We'll take the break with the Braves driving and leading 35-7 on the SBI Sports Network.
My best friend just had a birthday party at the Fun Zone in Afton. It was so cool. We got to play basketball, ping pong, and foosball. We were able to bring our own Nerf guns and even watched a movie on a giant projector screen. For my next birthday, I want to have my party at the Fun Zone too. Mom said the Fun Zone will also work great for my sister's wedding reception in a few months and next summer's family reunion. For reservations, visit svfunzone.com.
Fourth quarter coverage of Star Valley football is presented by Napa Auto Parts in Afton and in Thane.
Start of the Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter. The Braves have the ball sitting at a 2nd and roughly 4 or 5. Ball spotted on the Powell 12-yard line inside the Riverside Dental Crimson Zone. Braves with a 35-7 lead.
Smith McClure. You know, we talk about Bryson flirting with 300 yards receiving. Smith McClure flirting with 400 yards passing. The only other guy who's ever done that in a Star Valley uniform is his brother. Did it several times.
Coons in the backfield. Bryson Nild, the lone receiver right. Few tight ends here. McClure long, snap count. Now calls Bryson in formation. Throws ahead to Bryson. Has Coons lead blocking. Big block on the perimeter. Bryson will have the first out, tackled inside the 5. Set up 1st and goal from inside the 5-yard line after another Wyoming National Guard first down. That will again go down as a pass.
15 catches tonight for Bryson Nield. That's a record. 278 yards receiving. That's a record.
1st and goal from the 3. 11:45 and counting in the Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter. Braves with a 35-7 lead and threatening. The only touchdown tonight for Powell came on the second half opening kickoff, which was returned for a touchdown of 99 yards. And that's been it for the Panthers. Here's a fullback dive up the middle. No signal. A couple-yard gain, but shy of the goal line.
Jaden Coons with the carry and a late flag. Some John right there at the end, I think. And Powell looks like they feel like that's going to go against Star Valley. It's a gain of 3 on the play.
Ball spotted on the 1-yard line. And we are going to have a personal foul face mask on the Panthers.
Well,
so that's going to be half the distance and a first down.
There you go. I was going to say, if you needed a visual representation of just how little that penalty is, there it is.
But, you know, it is a first down as well because it's
That's
a personal
true.
foul. So instead of 2nd and 1, it's 1st and less than 1.
And Duke, I want to throw this out there. Kelly Hansen is trainer Kelly. Thank you, Kelly.
35-7. Star Valley on top and threatening here. 11:15 to go. Fourth quarter, and the Braves with the long huddle. They'll break it with Coons, the fullback, Thompson, the tailback. Number of tight ends, everyone up close. Hand off to Coons. He's tripped up but falls forward. End zone touchdown.
Jaden had 2 scores last week in Jackson. He gets another one tonight.
The hair for 6 more.
He's got a nickname his dad was telling me about. I'm not going to use it, Jaden.
Big collision, but he falls forward and gets in.
I think his dad wanted me to, but I'm not going to do it.
10:55 to play in this Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter. And the ensuing PAT from Christoph Bueller, presented by Carpets Plus Color Tile in Afton and in Alpine. Again, Cooper holds, kick is up, and Christoph is perfect on the night. It's 42-7 Braves on the SVI Sports Network.
Are you ready to join a legacy of service and adventure? The Wyoming National Guard invites you to be a part of something bigger. With us, you can serve your state and nation, all while pursuing your dreams. In the Wyoming National Guard, we ride for the brand, then fly for the brand. Embrace the opportunity, make a part-time commitment, and become a guardian of Wyoming's future. Join us today and be a part of a tradition like no other. Your journey begins here.
There's no place to enjoy the fall season like Alpine, Wyoming. Enjoy fly fishing on the Salt and Snake Rivers, camping and hunting up the Grays in the Wyoming Range, hike the trails in the Bridger-Teton National Forest, or bring your off-road vehicles and enjoy the backcountry. And with plenty of lodging and dining options at affordable prices, you just can't beat the fall season in Alpine. Experience the fall season like Mother Nature intended in scenic Alpine, Wyoming.
It's time for some Napa know-how. Fourth quarter coverage on the SVI Sports Network is provided by Napa Auto Parts in Afton and Thane.
Jaden Coons scampers into the end zone for a 6-inch touchdown. And it's 42-7. Ensuing Christoph kickoff, another reverse return. And this time the Braves cover team was ready for that pile drive shy of the 20-yard line down to about 16.
Loera, a little slow getting up here. Maybe he fell on the ball. Looks like he's all right. That's good.
10:47 left to go in the game. Star Valley on top 42-7. Texting and driving. Everyone knows there's no and. You're either texting or driving. If you're typing or reading while behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. Whiteout reminds you, if you're texting, you're not driving.
Just want to point out, when I was stuck in the detour in Cody for their homecoming parade on the way here, I pulled over and looked at my directions. I did not text and drive.
Great example, huh? Here is a handoff to the right and just a yard or so on the carry.
36, that is Sam Gaskell.
Second down and 9 Panthers.
Dallin being sent a screenshot here from one of our great viewers tonight, giving us the state record for single game receiving yards is at 281.
He's 3 yards off.
So not only...
Now, keep in mind, mine are unofficial.
Here's a pass from Wisniewski and through the hands and incomplete for Powell. So we're talking about Bryson Neild, who you're saying is chasing the state single-game receiving record. So unofficially, he's at 278. Is that right?
That's what I have him for.
And the state record is currently held by Brady Mangus. Now, this has been held since 1998 when Brady Mangus from Glenrock set that versus Rollins. He did that on 5 catches.
Oh, my gosh.
281 yards on 5 catches back in 98. That's even more impressive.
Holy cow. I'll bet he was fast.
That's according to the state record books. Devin, thanks for that. So Bryson 3 yards away from tying, 4 from breaking. Here's a pass for the Panthers. Batted away and knocked down. Beautifully done by Travis Thompson, the sophomore, filling in for Dayton Schwab tonight. And that was perfectly played, reaching across the body and making the play on the ball.
You know, we talked about the depth was going to be kind of tested a little bit tonight with some of these injuries. And This is where all those extra scheduled games, I look at the Star Valley staff and the front and the administration with Rob Erickson. They try and get all these extra games for the freshmen, the sophomore, the JV, and of course the varsity. But they get those extra games, extra opportunities to develop, and you see it in plays like that.
Well, we're actually seeing Thompson, Travis Thompson, that is, step back to return this punt this time. He's going to have a nice wall ahead of him. Returns at the 45 with some room to work. Works across the field to the 50. Looks for the sideline to the 40. Flag on the play to the 30. And tackled shy of the 20. I think they're going to get a block in the back against the Braves on the return.
These two teams tonight have combined for more than 20 penalties. I don't even count the special teams ones.
So a good return for Thompson, but it is going to come back. Look like a block in the back on the return. Right there. Comes with 9:47 to go in the Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter. Braves do have the big lead, up 42-7. Flag sitting at the 39, so they'll march it back from there.
And Bryson's out there. I wonder if they know this. I don't know. That is a long time, especially when you consider the evolution of football in the last 26 years, Duke. I mean, there is a lot more passing now than there was in 1998. That is really an old record for when you look at it that way. I'm taking it as what it is as being accurate, but my goodness.
So again, unofficially, Bryson is 4 yards away from breaking the single game receiving yards record, the state record. Here's 1st and 10 from the Powell 49-yard line for the Braves. Bryson in motion.
There it is.
Here's the catch. Works upfield, and he'll have the record, and he'll get it yards after catch on the throw ahead. Now he stands alone in the state books as well after a 9-yard reception up to the Powell 40-yard line.
287 on 16 receptions for Bryson Neal tonight. And you know what? I'm not trying to say anything other as far as anything, but you're only 13 away from 300. You might as well go for 300, right? I mean, how often do you get this chance? You never get this chance.
Right.
96 years of football for Star Valley. You've never had this chance.
2nd and 1, same play, other direction. Neal cuts upfield and will have a first down and tackled at the 35-yard line.
Flag. Officials are going to need some new flags tonight. They're getting worn out in and out of their pockets.
Going to be a hold against Star Valley, so this will negate the play and the first down and push Star Valley back. The flag about a yard behind the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 2nd and maybe 13 or 14 yards to go here.
So, just a question. Does that mean the reception counts for 6 yards?
After the holding penalty,
I mean, he was, I don't know.
I think so.
2nd and 11 after the penalty. Ball spotted on the 50-yard line right at midfield, 8:50 to go. Star Valley leading at 42-7. Braves looking at a 6-0 start to the season. Them and Cody will be undefeated next week in another showdown. Here's Neal again on the reception. He'll work it to the 45, continue, keeps those feet churning up to about the 43-yard line.
The man lost his helmet, and he's looking for an explanation, saying, hey, what's going on here?
It's Abraham who will come off the field. After the reception, it's going to be 3rd and 5 for Star Valley from the Powell 44. 8:10 to go in the Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter. Homecoming week next week for Star Valley. The number 1 and number 2 team. It's been them for the last 11 years now in the 3A classification. And again, they have a big one next week in the regular season, likely to determine home field advantage in the playoffs. Of course, there's more games after. We'll see how it all shakes out, but here's Neal again in motion. Bryson has the reception off the throw ahead. This time he can't get anywhere, tries to run off the edge. And another late flag.
My goodness.
Stops the clock at 7:37 to go. It was just a very short gain, if anything.
Yeah, like a yard.
And we'll see what the call is here. As it stands, it's 3rd and 5. And it's against Star Valley. except the official is marching it as if it's against Powell. So I'm a little confused.
I'm very confused.
The official pointed Star Valley's way, but then marched the ball the other direction.
Okay, maybe this meant to go the other way.
Now they are discussing again. 7:37 is where the clock is at. And now the official will respot and march back the other way.
And what was the penalty do?
It was a hold on the Braves.
Okay.
So a 10-yarder. Pushes Star Valley back to their own side of the 50, down to the 46-yard line. And 3rd and 15 to go.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, Duke. I now have questions about my official record numbers, but as I have it right now, I've got Bryson 19 catches, 303 yards. Again, the officials that are over in the rest of the box are the ones that their numbers are going to count.
Empty backfield for Smith McClure. Kneeled again in motion. McClure rolls to his right. Hits Kneeled in the flat. Bryson jukes a man to the 40, stiff arms near to the 45 rather, and stepped out of bounds off a stiff arm to the 42. Sets up 4th down for the Braves, but a manageable 4th down now of about 4 yards to go. Pushes the ball back inside Powell territory to the 43-yard line.
My goodness. That was catch number 20.
Looks like Coach Young will send out the punt unit here with 7:13 to go, and the Braves up 42-7.
So, again, for what this is worth, and I don't mean to make more of a big deal out of it than it is, because I know Coach Young, he really likes to make it all about team, but, man, what a performance tonight. 20 catches, 314 yards for Bryson Kneeled unofficially.
Here's the snap, the punt, and through the hands of the returner into the end zone. That's a live ball picked up, and that's going to be a safety. Or a touchback. Well, they rule that as now. He touched it, and then it went in the end zone. It's a touchback. Okay. All right. So I guess because he never had possession, it's just ruled into the end zone in a touchback.
Okay.
He just tipped it up in the air.
I'm all I'm all anxious now.
So it'll be 1st and 20 for the Powell offense. No safety, just a touchback. And 7:05 to go in the Napa Auto Parts 4th quarter with the Braves up 42-7. Stay with us. Again, we'll have Silver Star post-game coverage coming up at the end of this one. Have your player of the game. We'll have have your complete stats. Toughie.
Some of his parents are like, do you think you'll give it to him this week? You jerks.
7:05 to go. Here's Wisniewski with the tailback dive, handoff play up the middle, and again, that Braves defense, about 9 guys there to make the tackle. Abraham on the carry.
Excuse me.
2-yard gain is what they give him. Have a interview with the player or two down on the field as well. By the way, we did mic up Bryson last week, and we had some issues with some certain things. Didn't know if we were able to post it or not, but we're good. And so watch for that Bryson Kneeled mic'd up feature to drop in the coming days on SVI.
This might shock you, but sometimes technology and things don't work every time out.
Yeah,
I know you're surprised by that, but it happens.
And, this time it was more of a logistical situation even, so we'll get it worked out. But here is a pitch to the outside and a run up to the 25 sideline and a collision near the 30. We'll see where they spot him at the sideline, and it looks like he will be shy of the first down. Actually, they keep moving him up. They might give it to him.
Yeah, well, probably
it
more
is
like
a first down.
9 yards there for Abraham.
We spot him up to the 31-yard line, which will be enough to move the chains. 6:13 to go in the Napa Auto Parts 4th quarter. Braves leading at 42-7. A point in the game where we are seeing some various positions being filled by various other players. Coach Young giving his other guys a chance for some reps here in this one. We'll have Jake Hibbert, of course, post-game. He'll give us an update on Cody Evanston as another handoff up the middle and another tackle after a 2-yard gain. Last check, though, Cody was up big.
Yeah, it was 41-0 at halftime.
So you can expect both the Braves and the Broncs to meet as undefeated number 1 and number 2 teams next week in Afton for the Star Valley homecoming game.
You know, it'd be nice if those guys, got to play each other in a big game once in a while.
Yeah, really.
My goodness. They have dominated the 3A class in the last decade. That's literally. And
Jake saying 50 zip Cody up right now.
It's going to be I think that is going to be a whale of a game. Star Valley's got some guys like Cooper Lawson that's got D1 offers. I know Cody's got a kid in Chase Hatch, I believe, has got about 6. He's been offered by basically the entire new Pac-12.
Here's another tailback dive. Some contact in the backfield, but falling forward for another 2-yard gain for the Panthers. Comes with 5:13 to go in the game. And Powell trailing Star Valley 42-7 to set up a 3rd down and 5 yards to go from their own 36-yard line. And to make that tackle was Logan Johnson.
Tell you what, talk about passing the eye test. Logan Johnson he's a big dude.
He's going to call for a sub out here. And looks like Andrew Taylor will come in. Trips to the right side for the Panthers on a 3rd down and 5 to go. Wisniewski throws, caught at the sticks, tackled immediately, but should be enough for the 1st down into the 41. Got the 41 plus half a football length. And the Powell offense should stay on the field here with 4.5 to go. We'll see where they spot this. They haven't signaled a 1st down yet. Yeah, there they go. Now they do. Remains 42-7, and the Panthers will stay on the field. Next week's game against Cody, as mentioned, is homecoming. It also ends a 4-game road swing.
Yeah.
For Star Valley, so they'll be home for the first time in a while.
You know, sometimes homecoming takes place, and it's like, oh, they haven't been gone that long. This is the opposite of that.
It is a real homecoming.
It's been a month.
Another tailback dive off the shotgun handoff. Running backs are running hard, picking up just a couple of yards at a time, though, against the Star Valley defense with 4 minutes remaining in the game.
Mikhail Foley going to pick up a couple.
Ball spotted at the 43-yard line, right side hash mark. Powell's offense still on the field. Really a no rush here. This one's gotten away from them. They trail 42-7 late on their homecoming night. Braves on top with just 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go.
And if you're Powell, I mean, yeah, you just played the top 2 teams and they were way out in front, but now you can kind of reset yourself, try and finish the season strong, and once you get to the postseason, you never know what's going to happen.
Here's a pass, and outside and incomplete. Trying to go inside Braves territory on the throw. Couldn't connect.
Intended for Prater.
Makes it 3rd down and 8. The clock does stop on the incompletion at 3:21 to go in the game. A lot of these players you're seeing on the JV squad now, they had a huge win not too long ago against Rigby, Idaho. Mm-hmm. They're a kind of a perennial.
A 6A. I think they've won 4 of the last 5 6A Idaho champions.
It's a big win for these guys against that school.
Well, and I think they all went undefeated last year and the sophomores as well. And it's just, things are going really well for Star Valley football. They are stacking them up.
So if you're watching this thinking, Braves been good for a long time, are they still going to be good? Yeah, they will. Here's another throw under pressure, airing it out, and almost intercepted. Not quite able to haul it in. It's Tayson Stoker on the coverage, and would have been a great catch. It was on the edge of his fingertips, but couldn't quite bring it in.
Just about.
But in position to force a 4th down and 8. And the Panthers will punt here with the ball on their own 43-yard line, 3:14 to go in the game.
And I know it sounds like broadcasters speak, but these minutes matter. These are varsity minutes, varsity snaps. And these guys get out here and they get to play against another varsity team, and this helps them in development, and it just keeps feeding into that positive progression.
Here's the clean kick away. Going to take a bounce. They'll let it go inside the 20. No return. And we'll be down at the 16-yard line. So 3 minutes to go in the game. Silver Star post-game coverage coming up and on the way. Have stats, player interviews, Coach Young interview, player of the game. Look ahead to the Star Valley Cody game next week.
And again, that's going to be, I don't have that right in front of me, Duke, but that's going to be an earlier kickoff as well. And the reason that takes place with these Park County teams in Star Valley is gives the other team a chance to anxiously turn around and go home after the game.
Yep.
So glamorous. I would imagine here the rest of the way you're going to see Phoenix Hovey come back out.
He did play a couple of downs with Smith McClure coming out with some minor injuries a few times in the game, and he will come up under center, Hovey will. He'll come up with an I formation. 2 in the backfield. Fullback dive. And a carry up to the 20-yard line for Katie Nichols.
Oh, nice.
2:50 remaining in the Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter.
Katie scored her first career varsity touchdown a couple weeks ago in Teton.
Give her a 4-yard gain to make it 2nd and 6. A few subs run in and out. Again, Coach Young just trying to get some reps, some opportunities. Hovey remains the quarterback. Looks like we've got Katie Nichols remaining in the game as a tailback in a shotgun set. And a flag on the play.
Why not?
It's going to be an illegal substitution on Star Valley. Got a lot of people coming in and out. So
this might be a record for Star Valley in terms of number of flags. That's the 14th penalty. 115 yards on my stat sheet.
And Nichols will sub out.
That one's all in a good cause, though. You're trying to get kids extra snaps and get in the game.
Here's another tailback run and a big hole running up to the 30-yard line. Nice hole by the line. That will be a Wyoming National Guard first down.
Caleb Erickson with that carry. We work with Caleb's mom.
2 minutes to go in the game. Clock will roll after the chains are set. Ball up to the 30-yard line of Star Valley. Braves leading it 42-7. Flanked out wide to the right on the bottom of your screen is Ross Hilton, younger brother of Tristan Hilton from previous seasons ago. Here's another tailback dive, though. Another nice hole up to the 40. Broken tackle to the 50. Now 45 and 40 up the sideline and finally brought down near the 34-yard line.
Oh, it's Nathan Hatterley. Okay.
Didn't have that number on a roster, but Hatterley with a nice run.
I'll tell you what, Nathan in the, I believe it was the sophomore game. Okay, they're saying it's Brendan Barber.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Yeah, Brendan's had a few carries this year.
Now they're saying maybe it wasn't. Number 34, and he's not on a roster, so here is a throw ahead. Reception and a run up to the 30 and near the first down. On the catch was Zach Thompson, junior wide receiver, for some yards. 1 minute to go in the game. And the Braves' second and maybe even third unit offense on the field here with a 42-7 lead and 50 seconds remaining. Of course, Phoenix Hovey playing quarterback. Pistol set. Throw ahead. Another reception. 20-yard line. And a hit and a tackle. That was Cam Mickelson on the reception that time. And Cam will have enough to move the chains. Good for a Wyoming National Guard. First down. And spot the ball on the 21-yard line. Clock down to 20 seconds. And I do not think Coach Young will have to call another play. And it looks like he will not. Teams go to the sidelines. And there's your final. Braves take care of business in Powell. They go to 6-0, and they defeat the Panthers 42-7 is your final. So as it is, and as it has been, Cody and Star Valley play next week as the number 1 and number 2 ranked teams of the Wild Preps Coaches and Media Poll. And they do so on a homecoming night for Star Valley. Both teams coming into that one at 6-0 and undefeated. But as of tonight, Braves can celebrate another win in Powell. 42-7 is your final. Duke and Dow with you as we kick it out to Jake Hibbard for Silver Star Communications post-game coverage and the Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio report. Jake.
Hey, guys, it's a wild day back here. There's a lot of games going on, so give me just a second to refresh one more time because most of these games are still in progress. All right, Let's go. Let's start with Cody and Evanston, one game that is no longer in progress, and we have some fun. Oh, boy, let's go through the highlights one more time. Cody and Evanston. Evanston not ranked. Cody coming in as the number 1 team in some, perhaps. Oh, we got, hold on a second, guys. We've got our, looks like we've got just a little bit of, looks like we got just a little bit of some technical difficulties. If you'll hold with me for just a second, I should be able to clear all this up. Sorry about that. See if we can get this playing now. All right, Cody and Evanston. Let's go. Guys. All right. Well, come back to me after the break, Kenya. I'll get this figured out. Come back to me after the break, please.
You got it, Jake Hibbert. No worries. Got to love live broadcasting. That's how we go. So we will come back to you. Let's take a look at the Battleson Brothers post-game battle stats with Star Valley winning 42-7 tonight.
Well, first for the Panthers, Kiana Wisniewski, 8 of 25 tonight, 56 yards through the air. The Panthers with 26 carries, 59 yards on the ground, total of 115 yards. Kind of tough sledding it against the Braves. They scored their touchdown on the opening kickoff of the third quarter on a kickoff return, 99 yards for Alex Jordan. The Braves, meanwhile, got one whale of a game from Bryson Neal and Smith McClure. Smith McClure going 28 of 40, 417 yards and 4 touchdowns through the air. Bryson Neal, 20 catches, 314 yards and a score. Those are unofficial numbers, but he blasted past the Star Valley records for a single game on either of those counts. Cooper Lancaster, 5 catches, 57 yards and a pair of scores. 2 catches, 42 yards for Roman Erickson. Leading the way tonight, it was kind of a rough running night for the Braves. It didn't have a ton of running yardage, and I believe it was Brennan Barber right there at the end. 1 carry, 29 yards. It could have been Nathan Hatterley. We're not actually quite sure. Anyway, 436 through the air, 70 on the ground, 506 total for the Braves. They move to 6-0 and win their 15th straight game dating back to last season.
That's your Battleson Brothers Carpet One Home and Floor Battle Stats, located just south of the Arch in Afton. Quality, price, and service. That is Battleson Brothers Flooring. As we recoup here a little bit now, let's talk about next week's matchup. We still will send it down to Coach Young and a player as he is ready with Millie down on the sidelines. And we'll reconnect with Jake when he's ready to roll as well. So right now, how about your player of the game tonight, Val? I know it might be a little controversial. I know it might be tough to pick between a couple, but who are you going with tonight?
I think it's kind of amazing when the guy with 400 yards and 4 touchdowns is not going to be the player of the game. Whale of a game for Smith McClure, but Bryson Neal tonight put on a show. He did something that's never been done in the nearly 100-year history of Star Valley football.
Or Wyoming
and,
football.
Yeah, we believe for the history of Wyoming high school football, 11-man anyway. And, it's got to be Bryson Neal, 20 catches, 314 yards and a score unofficially tonight, as on the night he becomes the all-time receiving yardage leader for Star Valley. He also sets records for catches in a game and yardage in a game. He's your player of the game.
Congratulations to Bryson Neal. Again, we will have a mic'd up segment from him from last week's game dropping in the next couple of days on the SVI Sports Network. Player of the game presented by Star Valley Skidoo. Financing as low as 1.99% for 36 months on your next side-by-side or ATV. Visit StarValleySkidoo.com. And we do have Bryson and Smith down with Millie Kazare ready for post-game interview coverage and the Miles CPA sideline report. And we almost have Millie. And do we have Millie? I think we have Millie. We have Millie. Here we go. Millie with the sideline report.
Bryson Neal and Smith McClure. So another big offensive win for you guys. How did you win, and what are the things you did to be successful?
It's a big offensive win, but I think you don't give enough credit to the defense, giving us all these opportunities, forcing these 3 and outs and stuff. And then when I have all time in the pocket, it's pretty nice, and I can throw to this boy right here. So, yeah.
Awesome. And you've lost a few of your teammates to injuries. What's your message to those guys?
It sucks that we can't have them out here, but we got a lot of people working their butts off to fill their spots. So
I also got one more question for you. So, unofficially, by our stats, you broke the state record of most receiving yards in a single game. Congrats! What do you think of this, and what do you attribute that to?
You know, at the end of the day, it comes down to our offensive line and the quarterback. I mean, without them, I couldn't do anything. Like, I'm out there running, but there's people getting me the ball and there's people blocking so I can get the ball. That's what it comes down to.
Good job. Okay. Coach, there have been a lot of injuries so far this season. What does that do for the team, and how do you get through the adversity?
It's hard. You know, a lot of guys, I say all the time, the worst part about this job is seeing guys that put in a ton of work and then to get hurt. So there's no good comment when it comes to that because it just stinks. But we're big on the idea of next man up, and there's a lot of young guys that have put in a ton of time, a lot of old guys that have put in a ton of time and waiting their turn. So just proud of this team, proud of the way they rally and fill in, but certainly the injuries hurt bad.
And another question is, next week is a big homecoming game against number 2 Cody. What are your thoughts on that game?
Whew. About a decade now, it's been us and them, right? And it's always a good game. They do things right, having a terrific program. We're going to celebrate this one over the weekend. It's not easy to win in Powell ever. So we're going to celebrate this one and then obviously get to work on the Cody Bronx. This looks like one of the best teams they've ever had, certainly in the conversation for the best Cody Bronx team they've ever had. Like, this is a good group that'll be coming to Afton next week. Told the boys to enjoy homecoming, but obviously the game kind of matters to all that. So we'll give them our best shot and see how it goes.
Thank you, guys. Okay, back to you.
Thank you, Millie Kazare, the Miles CPA sideline report as we take a look at some highlights as our Silver Star Communications postgame coverage continues. Miles CPA in Afton and in Alpine. That is Miles CPA. All right, we'll wrap up our Silver Star coverage with another kick out to Jake Hibbard. And now we'll see if we can get some postgame highlights from around the state of Wyoming. Jake, what do you got tonight?
I think I got you back. Man, that was a rough one. It kills me. It kills me when I can't bring you the stuff. By the way, that highlight you didn't get to see earlier, you'll get to see it now. Let's start off with Cody and Evanston one more time. All right, Cody, number 2 in the state. They'll be taking on number 1 Star Valley last week. It started off hot and heavy for Cody at home, and that was a 1-yard touchdown coming in for Peterson. Would not be his last. Look at Chase Hatch and that no-huddle offense. Dump it over right from Maddox Ball to Chase Hatch. Beautiful play. Here's Maddox Ball running it in for himself. It's 22-0 at this point. Grady McCartan, he's always good for a touchdown or 2 a game. This one comes on the run on a nice dump screen pass. Whoop! And he is into the end zone. What are we at now? 27-0 right here. It still keeps going. After McCartan, it was Peterson getting his second touchdown of the game. And then to finish things off, we had Chase Hatch with, look at that play. Toe tap in. There was a couple more scores in the game, but that is where I ended it. Let's go on to Kemmer and Lyman. This was an exciting one. 20 seconds left and a dump off from Fox into Murray and a 4-point win for Kemmer over Lyman. Cokeville Thermopolis, last update I had after giving up 14 straight unanswered. Cokeville had scored a few more and led it 30-0. That's their first touchdown of the game that you saw right there. Riverton and Buffalo, guys. All right, let's take you through this one. I'll try to take you through this one. Here go the highlights. Look at this play out to the left side. A beautiful little catch there to give Buffalo a 12-0 lead. Now, I was wondering, went to the half without a single score for Riverton. Here's Jared Saltzgaver in the third quarter, getting inside on the nice stretch out. And a field goal. A field goal, guys. Look at Buffalo. They are a kicker factory. That was a deep kick. Right now, we are sitting at 15-12. Yeah, 15-7. 15-7, guys. That game's still going. Buffalo on top. Let's jump over to Green River and Jackson. This is one of the ones I wanted to show you earlier. This is a screen pass. What a beautiful little screen. Yeah, that works, but here's what really makes it all. Look at that run after catch. Oh, my goodness. Jackson up 21-0. Douglas and Lander, guys, close game here. And a opening drive by Douglas gets them the touchdown. Right now, the only touchdown of the game as we are at the half. as Carter Archuleta gets that in there. 7-3, guys, right now in that contest. Douglas on top of Lander. Sheridan Central, why do I show you this? Because Sheridan is the leader for most wins ever. That's what I'm trying to say. They're up 27-0 after that touchdown there over Cheyenne Central. Mountain View Pinedale, this one just got kicked off at 7 o'clock. So right now, last score I've got, that is the first score. Rhett Hunt with the reception, 7-0. Mountain View leading Pinedale right now. And let's see, that takes us up to current. But I have a couple of top plays. One of them, the one you didn't get to see earlier, and I apologize for that. Live television, as Duke tells you. But our first top play of the day is one you would not have seen if not for my top play. It comes from Green River. And are we still allowed to play defense? Well, apparently in Green River, the answer is yes. This is Irie Kubal. You want to see that again, guys? I know. Defense still legal in Green River. One more time, guys, if I may. Irie Kubal, just a youngster out there laying the hit. That was legal. That was completely legal. But not in the NFL, I don't think. Man, you can. Woo. All right, other top play comes from the same game, and this is the one I wanted to show you earlier. All right, that's not the one I wanted to show you earlier. We already showed you that one. All right, guys, what the heck? I tried. I'll upload it maybe later and show you. A guy blocked, went through, I should give his name out, went through like 12 different defenders. Anyways, great top play on one side for Green River's defense. The other one could use some work on game tackling, and I could use some I could use some sleep after this one. Thanks so much. Lots of games still going. Tune on into someone else. Nice job, Star Valley. See you guys next week.
Nice job, Jake Hibbard, the Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio report in our Silver Star post-game coverage. Thank you, Jake, for the highlights around the state, as always. So, Dow, that'll do it for us. Cody, Star Valley, homecoming next week for the Braves.
Yeah, we talk about doing the game, and we're going to obviously be there to do our thing. But, man, you don't get a chance very often to see a game like that in person. I encourage you to bring your clan out to Braves Field next week for what should be an amazing game between two really good teams that are both streaking toward a possible rematch in the state title game. Come on out to homecoming next week. If you can't, or you have people that can't, we'll have you covered. But I would love to see just a ridiculous amount of people out there next week.
Your final tonight, Star Valley wins in Powell. Silver Star post-game coverage show, 42-7 Braves, as they remain undefeated at 6-0 now on the season. I'm Duke Dance with Dal Erickson. Produced by David Kazare, assisted by Sage Jacobson, and again, a great crew bringing you live coverage of Star Valley football tonight on the SVI Sports Network. We'll see you back at home next week for homecoming football on SVI.